cheerleaders from West Monroe have made their way down to the Big Easy tonight to watch West Monroe play for the state championship. And from Metairie, the Rummel Raiders cheerleaders are also in the house, live and in high definition from the Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans. CST is proud to bring you the 2009 LHS AA State Farm Prep Classic presented by your Southern Quality Ford dealers tonight. It's number 1 against number 2 as West Monroe takes on the Rummel Raiders for the 5A State Championship. Hello, everybody. Welcome inside the Louisiana Superdome with Rob Musemeche. I'm Dennis McCain. Rob, it's number 1 against number 2.
It's number 1, the Rummel Raiders, against number 2, the West Monroe Rebels, both coming in 14-0. No blemishes on their records. West Monroe has won 6 5A titles in the last 17 years, but they haven't won one since 2005. Don Schaus thinks it's their time again. Jay Roth, the Rummel Raiders, you've heard about this program for years, one of the best programs in the state. But you'll find it hard to believe they have never played for a state championship until tonight in this Class 5A game, Dennis. Some great history at Rummel. They'd love to add a state championship to it here tonight.
Well, the Rebels have played for a state championship, and they have a pretty good defense.
Well, they have an outstanding defense led by an LSU commitment. And you see him right there, number 99, Big Jordan Allen. Last week forced a fumble and helped that defense hold the Catholic High Bears of Dale Weiner, a very good running football team, to 0 yard rushing, a top 5 recruit in the state of Louisiana.
And on the other side, Randall and Hemstetter, 2 good linebackers for the Rummel Raiders.
Well, maybe the best 2 linebackers in the state of Louisiana play on the same team, and Chris Randall and Philip Hemstetter. They're team leaders. They lead the team in tackles. This defense gives up less than 9 points per game, and they're nationally ranked. And that's how they will win a football championship tonight for Rummel. If they win it, is with the defense led by those 2 guys.
Time to check out the keys to victory for tonight's contest.
Well, Southern Quality Ford, the keys to victory tonight for West Monroe: field position and no turnovers. This offense is very explosive, averaging 40-plus points per game. So if they can give Rummel bad field position and don't give them any cheap ones, the Rebels could win title number 7 in 17 years. The Rummel Raiders, it's defense, defense, and defense. They're only averaging a couple of touchdowns a game in the playoffs. They've only scored more than 26 points in a game one time all season. But their defense has been so dominant, and they are proof that defense can win championships, and they'll have to prove that tonight.
We'll have more of our pregame show in just a moment. Get ready for the 5A State Championship of Louisiana. The Rebels taking on the Raiders in the Superdome.
Wherever your destination, Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches are trusted names on the nation's highways. 2 choices, 1 outstanding Louisiana tradition of comfortable, reliable transportation. Whether cross-country or local service, the Calco and Hotard fleets provide top-quality modern motor coaches ideally suited to your needs. For large groups or corporate travel, wherever you want to go, trust Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches to take you. Affordable luxury and unparalleled service.
There are many times in life you want only the best. Brakes for your car, an education for your child, or dentist. Whether it's Mother Nature or Father Time, you're going to need a new roof. And if you live in a home or a castle, you're going to want the best. With more than 50 years experience, Cribs is the best. Shingles, metal, slate, or tile, we're going to do the best. And like our song says,
people look up to our craftsmanship. Cribs Incorporated.
Quick Tips with Leslie Hoffman.
Hi, I'm Leslie Hoffman, and here's your quick tip of the day. I do them every morning to get my day started. You're going to start with an 8-knee repeater. Just like this. 8 cross punches. Really throw those punches. Chamber extend and recoil. And 8 squats. Make sure your knees are stacked over your ankles. Give me the same thing on the other side. 3 sets, and you'll get started to a great day.
Get Fit with Leslie airs 5 days a week on Cox 10.
If you've taken the drug Reglan, especially children and elderly women, this message is for you.
If you or a family member has taken the drug Reglan and have been diagnosed with tardive dyskinesia, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now.
If you or a loved one has taken this drug and were injured, call us right now. You may be entitled to a large cash award.
If you've taken the drug Reglan and have been diagnosed with tardive dyskinesia, call 800-305-9492. That's 800-305-9492.
The 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic on CST is being brought to you by State Farm, Southern Quality Ford Dealers, Nike, Coca-Cola, Piccadilly, Gulf Coast Office Products, Garrity Printing, and by Duhon Machinery.
Welcome back inside the Louisiana Superdome with Rob Musemeche. I'm Dennis McCain. The Rebels It's a huge crowd in the Louisiana Superdome as the Rebels and the Raiders get ready to battle as we throw it down to the third member of our broadcast team, Eric Ritchie, for our Crystal Hot Sauce Sideline Report, the first report.
Hey guys, thanks a lot. The real drama before this game started with the torrential rains and the downpour that we've had outside the Louisiana Superdome. The Rummel Raiders thought, hey, no problem, we're right real close by the stadium. We'll meet just like we normally do at the school. Well, rains over there on Severn Road. High flooding areas, getting the players to get their cars away from their lots. By the time they got on the school buses and started to drive, make their way to the Louisiana Superdome, some roads were flooded. Airline Highway was flooded at parts. One of the three school buses actually lost the other two. They were delayed getting here, but fortunately we are delayed here at the Superdome, but we are now underway. So it's all good now, but some drama before it all started.
You get a good look at Jay Roth there, having a conversation with our official, Jay Roth. What a job he's done at Rummel. Was a college quarterback himself at Nichols State and just a winner. And speaking of winners, Don Schow's 6 states. He built it from nothing. Worst program in the Monroe area. Built it to national prominence. A couple of national championships. A show done on the school by ESPN. And
Mr. Tommy Moran.
When this one's over, win or lose, you can book it that Mr. Schow's is going to be in a deer stand next weekend.
Well, Rob, we heard the reports of the rain outside, and we understand that the Rummel coaches had to make their way into the Superdome, roll their pants up, and take their shoes off.
Without any shoes on. It's been bad. In some places, 6 inches plus
Next, Raider
of rain in the New Orleans area, and to have this size crowd fight through that to get here.
Once again, the Louisiana High School Athletic Association would like to thank State Farm Insurance.
But we're nice and dry inside. Jay Roth, the coach of Rummel, talked about playing in tonight's championship game.
It means the world. 46 years the school's been in operation. It's the first time the football program's gotten to the state finals. And there's a lot of happy alumni, a lot of happy players, a lot of happy fans today.
And also Coach Schow's earlier today talked about his team coming back to the Louisiana Superdome.
Well, I think it's the ultimate goal of every high school team in the state of Louisiana. When you start the season, this is one of the things that you point towards, and you hope you can reach that goal. It's hard to do, and we've been very fortunate to do it several times. And but this is what we wanted to do.
Mark Graziano will kick it off for the Rummel Raiders The opening kickoff is brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety, and we're just about set to go. We're glad that you have joined us for high school football in Louisiana, the highest class of football in our state. You're looking at the Rebels right there as they get ready to return the kickoff from Rosiano, and here we go with Rob Mushmack, Dennis McCain, football at its best. Louisiana style, live and in HD from the Superdome. Deep into the end zone, out to the 20. West Monroe will play it. That's where the young men from the northern part of the state, the northeast part of the state, will go to work.
Well, and West Monroe's offense has pretty much had its way most of this season, Dennis, but I don't think they've seen a defense, and Don Schaus talked about it in several articles down here this week. He is very, very impressed, not intimidated, but impressed by this Rummel defense. He knows and has said it's the best they've seen all year. Paul Turner on the season, 80 out of 120 for 14, 48, and 13 touchdowns, but he's pretty good with his feet, too.
That he is. Let's see what the Rebels do on first down as Turner comes up under center. Turner is faking the handoff, keeping it to the outside, picking up yardage out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 on first down for the Rebels. And it was Carvin Johnson, who finally slowed down the West Monroe quarterback, but he got 9 yards.
Great play, just a great fake by Turner to spring himself. 2nd and 1 for the Rebels.
That's a position the Rebels would like to be in all night long. The Rebs in their navy pants, their white shirts and navy headgear tonight. Pitch it on the right side. First down, West Monroe, as Talton has the ball.
Piccadilly Cafeteria's West Monroe starting offense. The backs and receivers, Talton, Kane, Reeves, Fowler, and Matt Bourgeois. And maybe one of the best offensive fronts in the state of Louisiana at any level. Day, Wilkerson, Hendricks, Bryan, and Christian Lewis.
First down, Rebels. They pick up the first down of the night out at the 34-yard line. Throw the pass to the right side, short, incomplete.
And that offensive front from West Monroe will need to be good tonight. As we take a look at the Eric Hill Nissan defensive front for the Rummel Raiders, O'Brien, New, Bertucci, and Lavin. The linebackers, 2 of the best in America in high school, Chris Randall and Philip Helmstetter. And in the secondary, McGee, Langley, Jefferson, Lassiter, and Garvin Johnson, the nationally ranked Rummel Raider defense.
2 men in the backfield for the Rebels. Up under center is Turner.
Not this time, willy-nilly. Here come the Raiders.
Helmstetter, one of the guys that you talked about, came charging in, and he made the tackle. Keeper once again by Turner, but nowhere to go.
Just good assignment defense right there. Stay home. And they did, and 5 Rummel Raiders end up on top of the West Monroe quarterback. 3rd down and 10 for the Rebels.
Stubborn defense, an unyielding defense.
It's a controlled anger defense. I mean, these guys just flat out, they just love to hit.
Helmstetter came up and smacked Turner that time. Pitch it out to the right side. A gain of 2, maybe 3. But that's it, because Johnson comes in with Dunn Barr for the Raiders of Rummel High School, and the Rebels will have to punt it away. Talton is the tailback for the Rebels, who is shaken up a little bit on the play.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tashadi Talton getting up slow and back deep. Garvin Johnson, and you talk about an athletic specimen, 6'2", 190, returning punts.
Here's the punt. Johnson, fair catch. So the Rebels start at the 20, and Rummel will start at their own 22.
Well, let's take a look at how the Calco Travel, the sponsor of how our teams get to the Louisiana Superdome, as you look at Don Schaus. And how did West Monroe get here? That game, that regional game against St. Aug, that was a tester. Brother Martin and St. Aug are both teams from the same district as Rummel, and that's the two closest games that West Monroe played. Keep an eye on that as the night goes on.
Rummel hands it off to the left side. Lay comes up and makes the tackle for West Monroe.
Damian Williams, 44 completions, only 82%, 438 yards and 3 touchdowns. They'll swap out the quarterbacks. Williams at out on this play. Didn't get anything, 2nd and 10.
Looking for the direct snap. Brown, who wears number 20, is handing off. Nowhere to go as we look at the Piccadilly offense.
Are the Rummel Raiders, Brown, Jones, Barnes, Zimmerman, and Corey Murphy, the skill players, and up front, Village, Primes, Manali, Simpson, and Jesse Kennan, your Piccadilly Rummel Raiders starting offense. An offense that has struggled at times this year. But when you're 14-0, you've done enough.
Damian Williams back in the game at quarterback from the 25-yard line. It's a 3rd down, 7 situation. Williams throws the ball, completes it right out. At the 1st down marker, he swings it out to Murphy. Corey Murphy, 6'2", 185, senior. Catches the ball right at the 1st down marker.
And Rummel does get the 1st down. 8:38 to go in the 1st quarter. The Raiders moving on.
Well, the forward progress gives Rummel a 1st down early on for the 5A championship. 8 minutes. 38 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, and the clock stopped momentarily. Incomplete. Looking for LaRue.
And the Eric Hill Nissan defensive front for West Monroe. Bordeaux, Hunter, and Allen. The linebackers, a pretty good set here too. Noel Tyson, Jacob Tyson, Jonathan Tyson, and Kyle Pizzolato. And the secondary, they come up and pop you. Brown, Getritt, Lay, and Bosley.
Once again, Williams throws the ball, and this time he throws it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman down the sideline, out to the 43-yard line. That's another 1st down for the Rummel Raiders.
And Jay Roth and his Rummel Raiders, how did they get here? Well, Calco Travel is going to tell you how they get there. Look at those scores. 10-3, 14-7, 24-7, and 7-6. I mean, they can win close football games. They've proven it all year long, and it's been defense. In the playoffs, look at it. They've only given up 23 points in 4 games. Add it up. Less than 6 points a game, about 5.8 points per game. You score 1 time, you win.
Williams is handing off in the middle. Jumping around is Brown and looking for somewhere to go. He crosses the 45, dances out to the 48, Tyson, Jacob Tyson. Popped him right there, but a nice gain on 1st down, a gain of 5 for the Raiders.
Well, regardless of what happens on this drive for Rummel, they're proving to themselves one thing. They're able to move the football a little bit. And they're chewing up some clock doing it.
Well, they move it around, and now they have Brown, who's in there to take the direct snap. In the Wildcat formation, Brown trying to get to the edge. He's across midfield. He has about 4 yards, and that's just short of another 1st down. It was Getritt that made the tackle. Terrence Getritt for West Monroe. It looked to be just short of a 1st down, but Brown did a good job making the corner.
And that's just speed. It was all bottled up on the inside. He sprung it to the outside. 3rd down and less than a yard for the Raiders.
Williams Williams is in the game. He wears number 17. Hand it off to Brown. Brown's hit. The Rebels hit him hard. They got him right at the line of scrimmage, and he didn't get the first down. So we're going to play a 4th down situation coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down, and he got nothing. I mean, it's the same distance. It's about the length of 2 footballs that they need. And Jay Roth has a decision early to make, and the decision has been made. This right here could give this offense all the confidence it needs if they're able to pick this up right here against West Monroe.
Harper,
this is a confidence builder right here.
Into the game, 4th down and about a half yard. Nothing on the play. It depends on the mark, but it looked like the Rebels stopped the Raiders.
He got nothing. He may have lost a half a yard. First down, Rebels. I mean, the Rebels came, and they came quick. Watch this. Watch the penetration. I mean, he didn't even get to take a step.
Well, Chuck Hunter, put his head in there, and he put a shoulder pad on the quarterback. Stopped him.
3rd and 6 inches, 4th and a foot. They didn't get either one of them.
Now the Rebels with a direct snap. They get it to Turner. Turner is looking for somewhere to go. Look at the Raiders chasing. They knock Turner down in the backfield. A loss of 2.
It's going to be a sack. Going to be 2nd and 12. Just nowhere for him to go. And the speed of the Rummel defense not letting him get the corner. 5:22 to go. Watch here. Enough speed to get the corner? No. Everybody stayed home, forced him back inside. The pursuit catches up with him, and they lose 2.
Lavin got him, pulled him down. 2nd down, 11.
Averages 8 yards per carry. Does Turner.
Turner backs up to his 41. Wants to throw it. Turner on the screen to Fowler.
First down, Rebels.
First down, West Monroe. The Rebs pick it up at the 42-yard line, the 41-yard line of the Rummel Raiders.
Right up the middle of the Rummel defense at the 41-yard line.
The Rebels
on the move.
Yeah, they're attacking, and Rummel Raiders trying to defend their side of the field. The ball's at the 41. Turner is calling out the play, and he'll just keep it. Look to the left, then look to the right, and then get knocked down on the ground.
And guess who?
Where do the Rebels come from? Well, from Ouachita Parish, just west of the Ouachita River from the city of Monroe.
Sherry Monroe, the fine principal up at Monroe High School.
Sherry May.
From Monroe. I knew that one. Thanks, partner.
All right, here's Turner now. Once again, now they're facing a 2nd down 13 situation. He brought a lot of people from West
Coming off the corner.
Sets up the screen to the right side, and they throw it out to Tyler Kane, who's a big-time playmaker for West Monroe.
They brought Chris Randall off the corner, and he just wasn't able to get there quick enough.
Lance Lassiter ran him down.
Rummel, where are they located? Well, right here near the Big Easy in Metairie, Louisiana. About, I'd have to say about 6 miles from the Louisiana Superdome. Thomas Moran, the principal at Archbishop Rummel.
3rd down. Turner backs up. Gets the direct snap. He wants to throw it. Sends some Rebels out. Dumps it off. Get it off to Fowler. Fowler is grabbed short of the first down.
Guess who again? Chris Randall.
It will set up a 4th down situation. And the Rebels will go for it, it looks like.
4th and nearly 3. A good 2.
But when you're at the 34, that's just about your only choice. Here comes Paul Turner, this time up under center. Let's see if the Rebels try to dive it really fast for a first down.
Timeout. Rebels tried to draw him and he didn't move.
There's a timeout in the Louisiana Superdome with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless. West Monroe and Rummel.
Wherever your destination, Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches are trusted names on the nation's highways. 2 choices, 1 outstanding Louisiana tradition of comfortable, reliable transportation. Whether cross-country or local service, the Calco and Hotard fleets provide top-quality modern motor coaches ideally suited to your needs. For large groups or corporate travel, wherever you want to go, trust Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches to take you. Affordable luxury and unparalleled service.
Notice Bobcat equipment is everywhere? Construction, industry, rental houses, government, universities, commercial, and residential. These are just a few of the many applications for the tough, compact, and durable Bobcat equipment. Also take note, Bobcat customers are smiling with their #1 choice. Our job at Duhon Machinery is to keep you smiling. 2 convenient locations to choose from. Call today for a free quote. 888-427-6408 in St. Rose or 337-408-4050 in Lafayette.
Chris Paul is back, and so are the Hornets. And Monday night, the Bees look to knock off the Southwest Division leading Dallas Mavericks. Victor Howell tips off live coverage with Hornets tonight at 7 p.m. Central, followed by the game. That's the Mavs and the Hornets live right here, the home of the Hornets. CST. CP3 has got the foot injury worked out. He had the game winner the other night on the road against the Timberwolves. As the Hornets try and get to 500, only a few games out of the division lead.
The Rumble fans have come in a big way. 4th down, 3 to go. To the right side. No, sir. Kane with the football. He's stopped by the Raiders, and Rummel will take over. Down under the pile was Bertucci. He upended the tailback from West Monroe with 2:14 to go. The Raiders have the ball back. Williams, the very fine freshman quarterback for Rummel, is up under center. Handing it off on the right side to Brown for a gain of just 2 because he runs into Jordan Allen and Magoo.
So both teams go for it on 4th down, and both defenses hold. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second and 9.
Early on, a defensive struggle. And not much running room on the right side because Magoo is there again to knock Brown down. J.J. Brown plowed his way through the right side. 3rd down, 7. With 1:15 to go in the first quarter. The game's quickly moving along. Rummel would like to pick up the first down right here. They'll throw it incomplete. Williams fires it over the middle. Couldn't connect with the receiver, so Rummel will punt it to West Monroe.
I think West Monroe got a hand. They did. Number 98 for the Rebels. Put the big paw up and swatted that one down. Big defensive lineman Chuck Hunter. the junior.
Graziano to punt it. Rebels are going to get the ball again. The punt's coming up short, hitting, checking up, and then trickling inside the 35-yard line to the 33, where the Rebels will play it. We're coming back live and in HD on CST.
Notice Bobcat equipment is everywhere? Construction, industry, rental houses, government, universities, commercial, and residential. These are just a few of the many applications for the tough, compact, and durable Bobcat equipment. Also take note, Bobcat customers are smiling with their #1 choice. Our job at Duhon Machinery is to keep you smiling. 2 convenient locations to choose from. Call today for a free quote. 888-427-6408 in St. Rose or 337-408-4050 in Lafayette.
Listen, do you hear that? That's the sound of our presses running. It's music to our ears. We're Garrity Print Solutions, and we've been humming along for 25 years. Companies just like yours send us their toughest jobs. Look, your direct mail is personalized and ready to go. Bet your phone starts ringing? It always does. We're Garrity Print Solutions.
CST has Walla Saints coverage starting Sunday night with a full game recap at 10:30 p.m. Central on Saints Tonight live from the Louisiana Machinery Studios. Monday, catch the Sean Payton press conference live at 11:30 a.m. and don't miss the new Wednesday night edition of Saints Tonight with a preview of the upcoming game against the Dallas Cowboys outside the huddle. Saints game plan and the Sean Payton round out our weekly programming. Go to CoxSportsTV.com for a complete schedule.
So the Rebels will play it now at their own 33-yard line. We played a lot of football between the 230s tonight. Paul Turner gets a chance to see what he can do with it again. He'll throw it out there to Kane. Kane is to the 39. Hit hard.
That's going to be an offensive.
Is coming in.
Offensive face mask. That's going to cost 15 yards to the Rebels. You can stiff arm, but you can't grab the face mask.
That's what Kane did. 15 yards will be stepped off against the Rebels from the 39. So they'll back up.
They're only going to say 5.
We've got a 5-yard face mask on the offense. Replay first down.
It's only a 5-yard variety.
Another look at it on the NOLA.com replay. You'll see it right here. Watch the stiff arm. One more time from up above.
And after it's all said and done, a 1-yard gain after the penalty for West Monroe because they'll get first down over. Throw it out to Kane. Grab him at the 30-yard line. Here come the Raiders. Lance Lassiter was the first Raider to come in and knock him down.
Well, that's just great defense. I mean, they had that well covered, and Lassiter finishes him off. Would have been a lateral. Good thing he picked up on that. Certainly was behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a good Rummel defense. We have played 1 quarter in the Louisiana Superdome, and we are scoreless as the North Louisiana West Monroe Rebels are taking on the Rummel Raiders from Metairie, Louisiana, just outside New Orleans.
Listen, do you hear that? That's the sound of our presses running. It's music to our ears. We're Garrity Print Solutions, and we've been humming along for 25 years. Companies just like yours send us their toughest jobs. Look, your direct mail is personalized and ready to go. Bet your phone starts ringing? It always does. We're Garrity Print Solutions.
Every day at Golden Flake, it all starts with a special premium potato that longs for something more. More flavor and more crunch. Seeking a life of delicious variety and guaranteed freshness in every chip and every bag. That's what Golden Flake brings to the table. For us, these are the good times. Finding our way to your neighborhood grocery and into your basket headed home. Turning potatoes into the life of your party. Golden Flake, the South's original potato chip.
The plans have been drawn. The powers have aligned.
You're the chosen one, Harry.
The end has begun. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
I'm leaving you in command. Either we're going down, or they are.
Fire everything!
Do it! Do it!
The fate of the world is in his hands. Star Trek. To order anytime, go to the On Demand channel and select the Movies On Demand category.
The right education can mean freedom. Freedom to do what you want, where you want. An affiliate of Le Cordon Bleu Schools, North America. You can learn the skills and techniques that can give you the freedom to explore the world of the culinary industry. Freedom to start establishing your name in the restaurant business. There's so many possibilities, but only one number to call.
Call right now to get your complimentary career guide. Call 800-980-1769. That's 800-980-1769.
Well, those young ladies are excited. We're locked up in a 0-0 game in the Louisiana Superdome as we start the second quarter.
Let's take a look at the Duhon Machinery first quarter stats, and well, pretty even. 38 total yards to 34 total yards. It's been all D and some pretty good looking D and a lot of slobber knockering going on out there. Hard hits.
Well, our pregame show featured the defense of both teams, and they're living up to everything that we talked about. West Monroe plays it right now, second down. The Rebels have 13 yards to go. Turner is scrambling. Turner is throwing. Turner is throwing too low and incomplete. His intended receiver was Cody Stone.
Start of the second quarter brought to you by Garrity Printing. Garrity Print Solutions, www.garrityprinting.com.
Third down, 13 for West Monroe. This time, Paul Turner will come up under center. Yes, an I formation. The Rebels jump, and that'll cost West Monroe 5 yards.
Prior to the snap, false start, the offense, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Little anxious.
Now it's going to be third down, 18. The dome is rocking. The Rebels have the ball, and the Raiders trying to stop them right here. Pitching, trying to open up the hole. The Rebels do a pretty good job of opening up a little crease there in the right side as Tyler Kane comes crashing through. Johnston and also Randall. We're waiting for him. Well, they let him have the game that he got, but they didn't bend, and the Rebels will have to punt it once again back to Rummel High School. Johnson is standing back at his own 35-yard line. He's waiting for the punt. Love to get a return right here. The punt goes to Johnson, who catches it and then falls down. His forward progress will be at the 22-yard line. 43 yards on the punt as we go to Kristen Oaks.
Classic, and what it means to be a part of it.
We're here on the field with David Moore, who's representing Southern Quality Ford. David, can you tell us just a little bit about what it means for Southern Quality to be involved in an event like the Prep Classic?
Sure. The public school system, or the school system in Louisiana, is an integral part of our community. And we feel that anything we can do to sponsor education, whether it be on the athletic field or in the schools, in the teaching, is great for the community, and it's great for Ford dealers throughout the state. and we're excited to be a part of it. We've been involved in this for a number of years and been down here. This is our 12th year to be a part of it as a dealership, and it really means a lot to us. We see a lot of people that we know in the community when we come down here. We get to renew acquaintances with dealers from across the state, and it gives us a lot of opportunity to just be a part of the community, and that's what we enjoy about it.
You got a favorite team tonight in the 5A championship?
Absolutely, West Monroe Rebels.
Well, good luck to you, and back to you in the booth, guys.
Okay, thank you, Kristen. Everybody has a favorite team. Up the middle, the run by Brown. Hunter makes the tackle. 26-yard line. That's 6 yards short of the first down, and so the Rummel Raiders will play at 3rd down 6. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Out to the right side. Johnson, down he goes. Gatrep was out there to hit him for the Rebels.
I tell you what, these two defenses are, they getting it.
Putting on a show.
Well, they put on a clinic.
An injured Rebel. We'll take a timeout with West Monroe. Well, it's 4th down. Let's stay right here. 4th down, 12 to go. Noel was the Rebel who was shaken up. He's 5'9", 199, and a senior. Rummel will punt it. Mark Graziano is in the punt. We'll stand back in his own 5.
We mentioned West Monroe winning the field position, and slowly but surely you're seeing them start to gain that field position. Here, they're going to get it inside the 50. Make it the 40.
To the left side goes Tyler Kane with the football. Good field position for the West Monroe Rebels when we come back on a Louisiana Saturday night.
Every day at Golden Flake, it all starts with a special premium potato that longs for something more. More flavor and more crunch. Seeking a life of delicious variety and guaranteed freshness in every chip and every bag. That's what Golden Flake brings to the table. For us, these are the good times. Finding our way to your neighborhood grocery and into your basket headed home. Turning potatoes into the life of your party. Golden Flake, the South's original potato chip.
You'll have more time to enjoy your life when you're more effective at work. So no matter how you define success, Savin Systems give you the tools you need to succeed. Contact us to learn more about Savin's advanced document management systems and make your office more effective. Savin works here.
Call us at Gulf Coast Office Products and see how we can impact your business.
Well, last year, Destrehan and these same West Monroe Rebels got at it here, and the Rebels, things weren't looking too bad early. Got the field goal, and in the Destrehan Wildcats going for back-to-back 5A titles, they strike to take a 7-3 lead, and on the championship drive, this interception late seals it.
Rufus Porter.
And they take it to the house, and the Rebels lost it 14-3. Back in 2008, the Destrehan Wildcats back-to-back state champions. But the Rebels are back again.
They have a short field right here at the 37-yard line. Pitch it to Tyler Kane. Kane is spinning inside the 35 to the 34. He got 3 yards. Lassiter was waiting for him. Hit him right there. A gain of 3 on first down. Tyler Kane with a big season for the Rebels.
Averaging 10 yards per carry. Not getting that much tonight against this Rummel defense. See if they can't get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
2 men in the backfield for the Rebels. That's that deep tailback position. Even out of the camera view. Quarterback keeper for Turner, Paul Turner, off to the left side. But that's a formation, Ron, that we have seen for many years from West Monroe as they drop their tailback way back.
Well, there it is, and he's a good 11 yards back there, almost in punt formation.
And the year that we did the big game in West Monroe, and they had Tommy Banks, he would line up very, very close with the tailback, deep like that, and he's still back there. This the old formation for the Rebs. Let's see what they do as Turner, his quarterback sneaking. He found some room on the inside, saw something, lunges straight ahead, and then plunges for the first down. First down, West Monroe at the 26.
But watch this. The offensive line doesn't even move. It's like one guy's blocking for me.
That's a Don Schaus trick right there. First down, Rebels. The Rebs are moving it now as they go back to an old formation that Coach Schaus remembers from years ago. The deep tailback, the fullback behind the quarterback, and Turner's up under center. Turner is keeping the ball, faking the handoff to the fullback, but he has nowhere to go. He's right at the line of scrimmage. Down he goes. The right side of the defensive line of Rummel comes up to stick him. Second down, 10. Wide out to the right side goes Fowler. Paul Turner up under center. Keeps it again, then pitches it to the tailback. Gets it out there to Tyler Kane, who charges ahead for 3 yards before Johnson tackles him.
Take a look at the West Monroe regular season, and you can see they pretty much manhandled everyone they played except, guess who? Neville. A field goal win, and Neville just won the 4A state championship, and those two schools are maybe 8 miles apart.
Third down for the Rebels, third down, 7. Paul Turner once again in the same formation. He has a wide receiver out to the right. He fakes it this time and then swings it out there. Inside the 5 goes Tyler Kane, and you got to keep an eye on him at all times. He's a player.
And they enter for the first time, the Louisiana Machinery red zone due the West Monroe Rebels. A first and goal at the 2.
That's where Tyler Kane took the football. This is a good-looking drive by the Rebels, trying to finish it off. This time Kane is in the up position. See if they give it to him. They do, but the whistles are blowing, and so maybe something before the snap of the football.
West Monroe saying it's on the Raiders.
Prior to the snap, got encroachment on the defense. Still first down.
So it's, yeah, the play doesn't count, but they get half the distance to the goal.
Referee Randy Zaccaro, John Street, the umpire, Calvin Lacey, the head linesman, line judge Stan McDonald, Marlon Harrison, the field judge, side judge Glenn Smarata, back judge Adrian Daigle, Ray Castleberry, the game clock operator, and the play clock being run by Xavier Johnson, your 5A championship game officiating crew.
Paul Turner up under center. The Rebels have it at the 1 yard line. Tyler Kane is right behind him. Kane gets the handoff. There's a pile up. Well, the hand goes up. That means the Rebels still have the ball, but it's just inside the 1. A good job defensively by the Rummel Raiders. Will Turner gave it to Tyler Kane. Will give it to him again. He's right behind the West Monroe quarterback. They stack it up right at the goal line, and now it's a touchdown. Tyler Kane finds pay dirt. West Monroe on the board first. The Rebels lead it 6-0.
We said short field, wheeling the field position, and they got it right there. And we're able to take it in from just inside of 40 yards.
Well, initially it didn't look like he got in, but he kept fighting. Let's look at it one more time. Stop right there, slowed, but look at Tyler Kane fight his way into the end zone. Here's the point after touchdown.
He missed it.
No good. The Rebels score, but they missed the extra point. West Monroe 6, Rummel nothing. In HD on CST.
Months of burning the midnight oil. 2 weeks of second-guessing yourself. 1 minute of soul-searching. It all comes down to this. A Savin document management system connects you to success.
To find out how, call Gulf Coast Office Products at 756-2644.
We have a score in the 5A championship, and that score belongs to the West Monroe Rebels.
Well, in the MicrographHairRestoration.com scoring drive summary, 8 plays, 37 yards, 4:33 off the clock. Kane from 1 yard out, and he had to fight hard for that 3 feet, but he got it. West Monroe scoring drive, and the PAT was missed, so the Rebels lead it 6-0.
The Rebels will kick off after the touchdown. It was a nice drive by the Rebels. They chewed up some clock, already down to 4:45 left in the second quarter. The Rebels kick off. Rummel will get the football, and here we go again. Well, the kick is being returned by Cage, who goes across the 25. And he's to the 27. Let's throw it down once again to Eric Ritchie for our Crystal Hot Sauce sideline report.
All right, guys. What a great vantage point here. Second row right behind the end zone here. And look who I'm sitting with. It's Luther Davis, 04-05 member of this West Monroe State Championship teams. And Luther now plays defensive end at Alabama. Yeah, #1 ranked Alabama. Luther, congratulations on a fabulous season and now a spot in the national championship game. I mean, that's got to be big time for you, my man.
Oh, yes, sir. It's definitely an honor and a privilege to do so, being a part of Alabama and Coach Nick Saban. And playing for the national championship next month. We're looking forward to it.
Playing for Coach Showles, playing for Coach Saban. Who's tougher?
Definitely Coach Saban. Don't let Coach Showles know that, but definitely Coach Saban. He's just addicted to winning, and coming from a winning program like West Monroe, as you can see, being in the state championship game for I don't know how many years straight, but I mean it was easy. It was an easy adjustment for me, just going from winning program and now being a part of a winning program.
What can you tell us about that 04 state championship win over Evangel?
We actually lost that year. We lost the Evangel that year by 1 point. And the next year we beat Acadiana. That was a great experience for me, just being around so many guys, building so much chemistry all year. It's a lot like our team this year at Alabama. It's a big part of our success.
And the 05 year, you come back and you do win the state championship, the last time that your team has won. What do you think about this current squad out here, battling all the way to a state championship after a loss last year to Destrehan, and now a chance against another team from the New Orleans area, the Rummel Raiders?
Well, I got a chance to see these guys practice a couple of times this year, and I mean, they remind us a lot of my junior year. They deserve it. If they can pull it out, they really deserve it because they work their butts off. They have a lot of chemistry. They're great. They're real disciplined. And I just wish the best for them, and I hope they can pull it out tonight, especially for me, because I need some bragging rights.
And I know you got a couple teammates here, too, from those teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got Steven Isminger here, Will Blackwell, Terry Carter. I mean, they're all around here. And, I mean, we still have a great relationship even to this day. And, I mean, that's real special to me. They all call me and wish me good luck before Florida, and I'm sure they'll do the same against Texas.
Luther Davis, you got some good seats here, my man. I'm going to hang out with you. We'll get some popcorn. We'll watch it. Best of luck to you in the national championship game. Best of luck to your team. Guys, we'll send it back to you in the booth.
That man could play some football, buddy, in West Monroe.
He sure could, and he's doing a great job for the Crimson Tide at Alabama.
Quite a setup. Some sort of screen there as Brown catches the football on second down. Rummel picking up a penalty during the interview for holding. So the ball will be at the 21-yard line, and now the Raiders will face a third down situation. Third down, 16 to go. Third down. In the game at quarterback is Cartozo, Luke Cartozo now. Handing it to Brown, who's trying to find some running room. He bounces it to the outside. Brown is tripped up at the 32-yard line. If he could have broken that tackle, he might have gotten to the sideline. Lay was the Rebel who tripped him.
Got into the secondary and out into space, and just a good job with open field tackling. And they'll have to punt it away, 4th down and 6. Catch all your great Southeastern Conference sports right here on CST with over 90 events from a wide array of sports, including basketball, volleyball, football, and more. Tune in next Saturday, December 19th at 3 o'clock for live men's basketball, Austin Peay versus the 4th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats. And there's more to see later this month. Log on to CoxSportsTV.com now for the complete schedule. Let's go down to Kristen Oaks. She's with Billy Curl.
Well, we're fortunate enough to have on the field with us Mr. Bill Curl, who's the PR manager for the Superdome. Mr. Curl, can you tell us about the great relationship that LHSA and the Superdome has?
Delighted to. You know, Kenny Anderson and the staff do such a fabulous job putting this game together, and all the people in the LHSA, the schools come in and help out. It's a terrific, terrific event, one of the most exciting in the entire country. And to have it here in the Superdome is a real privilege.
We thank you for your sponsorship, and we value having it in this great facility.
Thank you.
Back to you in the booth, guys.
Well, we had a chance to visit with Bill Curl ourselves. Had a little dinner with him tonight, and what a job he does here at the Superdome.
I had a little dinner with him the other night at Ardon's, and he's always fun to be around. It's fun times, and it's basketball time. It's time to hit the hardwood Sunday on CST with a college hoops doubleheader. The sun comes out at 12 p.m. Central with a tape-delayed men's Sun Belt Conference matchup between FAU and ULL. Then it's to Central Standard Time. It's live from the PMAC in Baton Rouge, where the UNO Lady Privateers face off against the LSU Lady Tigers.
Turner throws the football, tried to hit Stone with it. Cody Stone, very, very close to being a big play for West Monroe. Turner with a lot of mobility and a good arm, as you see him get to the outside. He spots Stone. McGee was defending and possibly got a fingertip on it. Second down, 10 for the Rebels. They called a timeout, wanted to get the ball back to try to get something going just before halftime. Paul Turner again is this time dropping back to take the direct snap. He wants to throw the football again. Then he'll just keep it on the quarterback draw. Very quickly up the field he goes with haste across the 45. Charges out to the 48. Near a first down, right at the first down marker. And it is a West Monroe first down, which will stop the clock. Here come the Rebels. 2 yards from midfield. And trying to move very quickly now as Turner is calling his cadence. Turner wants to throw it. Turner does throw it. And he completes it to Manning, who is pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line, about a yard or so short of the first down. It was Lassiter who pushed him out of bounds.
Broke it outside. Second down now and 2. Got 8 on the play. Total yards. West Monroe doubling up Rummel.
Adrian Manning got out of bounds. That stopped the clock. Ball Turner, the direct snap again. He's looking down the field. He can keep it. This time he does. But this time the Rummel Raiders come up and hit him.
West Monroe
at the
going to take
46-yard line. It was Lavin, Neil Lavin, the first Rummel Raider to come in and make contact with Turner.
West Monroe going to take a timeout. 1:17 to go. That's their last timeout. Third down and 3, lost a yard on the play.
Well, it's a defensive battle thus far as you look at Jay Roth. Looking out and some big-time thoughts in his head right now, just wanting to hold on here and keep the Rebels out of the end zone.
Coming up at halftime from the Louisiana Machinery Studios, it'll be Victor Howell and Paul Crane, and hope they're dry over in that part of New Orleans. They said they got a ton of rain out in that area, and that's a flood-prone area of the city, and we just hope they got the hip boots on and they're ready to roll at halftime.
So the Rebels are out of timeouts. Now they're going to have a third down situation coming up. Third down and 4 at the 46 of Rummel. Wideouts to both sides of the field for the Rebels as Paul Turner retreats to midfield. He's looking for somebody to throw it to. Turner throws the football to a man short. And short of a first down by a yard and a half.
Yeah, going to be 4th and 1. Clock continues to run. They'll go straight to the line of scrimmage here. If they can pick up the first down, the clock will stop.
Turner gets the direct snap. He wants to throw it. Throws the football. Completes it out to the left side. They'll stop the clock after the catch. Fowler. Deion Fowler, the receiver on the left side for West Monroe, so they choose a pass to pick up the first down, and that was a tough pass.
Good pass,
coverage
tough
out
catch.
there.
Good coverage, but
in between the receiver and the quarterback was Jefferson.
At the 39 with 46 seconds to go.
The clock is stopped. The Rebels leading 6-0, and they're looking for some more. As Turner is looking to pass, now he's going to run it to the 35. He breaks the tackle. He's out to the 25, trying to make the corner. He's inside the 10. Turner's airborne at the 4. There's a flag on the field.
Way behind the play, at least 10 yards behind Turner when the flag was thrown. My goodness.
Turner is an exciting player for West Monroe. Watch him break one of the tackles. Pulled away from that one right there. And after he did, got to the edge and turned it on down to the 4, but a flag will bring it back.
So, first down.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Play results in a first down.
Timeout, Rummel. And Don Showles wants to know, what are you calling?
Well, it was way behind the run. We're ready to go now from the 29.
So then,
yeah, the clock's running.
Yeah, there's a problem. The clock's been running. At least 13 seconds ran off the clock. I had thought Rummel had called timeout.
I think 33 is the number.
But I'm not sure why you would want to give West Monroe more time.
Or don't complain about it. Let
it go.
Maybe they're not complaining. Well, the clock inside the Superdome shows 22.
Seconds on the clock. Please put 30 seconds on the clock.
So they're going to put 30 on.
Well, let's see. Here's Jay Roth right here. This was prior to, he's telling the clock's running, the clock's running.
And it was.
Timeout, Rummel.
And now it's not because Rummel calls timeout. 30 seconds is the number we'll settle on. West Monroe will have it when they come back out. First down at the 29 with 30 seconds to go.
We would like to recognize Tulane Sports Medicine for providing trainer services at the LHSA State Championship events. Tulane Sports Medicine is the official healthcare network of the LHSAA. Thanks to the many fine doctors and trainers for supporting Louisiana high school athletics. It's first down for West Monroe. Timeout Rummel. 30 seconds to go. It was down to 22. They added 8 seconds back to the clock, which, by the way, is not enough because it was either 33 or 34 seconds. But they're going to keep it at 30, and I'm just a little puzzled.
We're at the 29-yard line. West Monroe is.
This situation still isn't straightened out.
27 seconds.
Well, now they're going to take time off the clock again.
And that's what Jay Roth was lobbying for, Rob, those 3 seconds.
Well, it was at 22.
And they're rolling it right now to 23, so it's rolling. Turner to throw. He moves up at the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the outside, to the 10, and at the 8. Down he goes.
They don't have
first down, West Monroe.
But they'll have to spike it quick because they don't have any timeouts with 9 seconds to go.
Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. And you don't mind wasting a down right here with a spike because there's only 5 seconds to go.
Maybe I'm not watching the same football game, but why was the clock rolling out of a timeout? Well, there's 5 of us in the booth and none of you answered me. Maybe I'm not watching the same game, but they definitely said timeout Rummel, and they come to the line of scrimmage and the clock had already ticked down to 22 seconds.
Well, the situation is that Hollis is going to try a field goal. His kick is in the air. The kick is good. West Monroe has 3 more points.
And
with 1 second to go in the first half. They lead it 9-0 over Rummel High School.
And Jay Roth is standing at the 23-yard line with his hands on his hips, just staring at the officials. And I really don't know what the issue is with the clock, and it was ticking down. Now we're down to 1 second, so they'll have to kick it off. But here come the officials, and they're going to chat some more.
1 second to go in the first half. One second to go. The Rebels will kick off.
Let's take a look at the micrographed hairrestoration.com scoring drive. 10 plays, 56 yards, 207, and the 25-yard field goal by Hollis gives West Monroe a 9-0 lead. We've got 1 second left to play in this first half.
Defense dominating the first half. The Rebels defense came to play tonight, and their offense looking very, very fast on the Super Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Louisiana
that would be the
Super Bowl, the Superdome as they play tonight. Here is the kickoff with 1 second to go.
You're 1 out of 4 there, partner.
And we're going to kick it again.
Let me help you out with you. It's Saturday
in the Louisiana Superdome.
And they host
the kick,
Super Bowls and Sugar Bowls, and it is getting late. It's approaching.
We've had a Super Bowl here and a Sugar Bowl.
10 o'clock on a Saturday night, and just what you need with 1 second to go on the clock before halftime is offsides on the kickoff.
Well, West Monroe will kick it off again with 1 second to go. And they're not going to kick it very far. They just like to kick it short and cover it. Kick it low, but they do kick it way down inside the 10. And so Rummel will have a chance to run it back out to the 14-yard line. And that's the way the first half will end. The West Monroe Rebels have 9 points. Rummel hasn't scored as we go to Eric Ritchie.
Guys here with head coach Jay Roth. I know there were some time issues that last 30 seconds. What was the explanation, coach?
He said he had to take time off the clock and he put it back on. It ran down to 22. They started the clock, it didn't roll. So that's 3 points they got. It could be a one-score game.
You knew it would be a defensive slugfest. It certainly is. What do you guys got to do to find the end zone, get some points in half number 2?
Offensively, just execute a little bit. They give us a little different look than we practice, but it hasn't mattered. We got to do something on offense. We had 2 first downs.
Best of luck to you. Thanks, Coach Roth. It's been a tough day for that guy. Floods delayed his bus, lost 1 bus out of the 3, but he made it now. He's got 24 minutes to figure it out in the state championship for Rummel.
We're at halftime in the Louisiana Superdome. The Rebels 9, the Rummel Raiders nothing in HD on CST.
Al Balmer Jr., president of Balmer Foods Incorporated, maker of the world-famous Crystal hot sauce. Since 1923, when my dad and mom started making Crystal right here in New Orleans, we have been shipping over 2 million gallons of our hot sauce annually to more than 75 countries around the world. The 150 employees of Balmer Foods, all of whom are your New Orleans neighbors, look forward to providing you with many more years of enhancing America's great cuisine.
A few things that are #1 in New Orleans: the music, the food, and Eric Hill Nissan. Eric Hill Nissan is the #1 dealer in New Orleans. And to say thanks, he's giving away a Best Buy gift card with test drive to the first 25 callers each day. Call 866-4NISSAN. This weekend, get a Sentra for only $13,990. Or how's this? A 2010 Armada for an unbelievable $10,000 off MSRP. I-10 and Bullard, and online at EricHillNissan.com.
So come on down and buy from a Tiger. Attention, catheter patients on Medicare.
I use catheters. It's so messy and expensive.
I worry about infections.
I wish there were a better way.
Now there is. Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Risch. These new catheters are easier to use and disposable. Stop using dirty catheters. Medicare used to pay for only 4 catheters a month. Now they pay for 200. Use them once, throw them away. All at little or no cost to you. We bill Medicare. And I'll send you a free catheter sample when you call and join Medical Care Club.
I called and got my free sample.
We'll ship it to your home for free.
To get your free catheter sample, call Medical Care Club at 800-909-0199. That's 800-909-0199.
Call now. I'm glad I did.
The 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic on CST is being brought to you by Cajun Industries, Acadian Ambulance, Tulane Institute of Sports Medicine, NOLA.com, Downplay Suites by Marriott, Eric Hill Nissan, and by Calco Travel.
It's been a full day at the Louisiana Superdome. Hope you've enjoyed all the action here on CST. Welcome back to the Louisiana Machinery Studios with Paul Crane. I'm Victor Howell. 1/2 to go before we close the books on the 2009 Classic down at the Dome. And well, there's not so much nerves, but just a little trouble for Rummel getting some offense going in this 5A game against West Monroe.
We knew points would be at a premium. Rummel coming in with such a stellar defense, and of course West Monroe having the strong offense, but a strong defense as well. Rummel in the Dome for the first time in school history. You're right, the nerves seem to be all right, as it was scoreless for quite a while, but then now all of a sudden you'd think Rummel, with the offense it has some work to do when we get to the second half of this 5A championship.
Jay Roth certainly not going to let any distractions get in the way. However, you did hear Eric Ritchie talk about it before the game. Rummel having issues getting from their school, which is not located all that far from where we are here, to the Superdome because of the torrential rains. We've had 7 inches of rain in the greater New Orleans area. Roads were flooded. You heard there were 3 buses. One of them got detoured, had to get another way to get to the Dome. The coaches had to go in without shoes on because of rising water. Exactly, doing the backstroke, getting down to the Dome. I know he's not going to use it as a distraction, but certainly wasn't easy for Rummel to get down to the Superdome. Exactly. Let's take you through the first half highlights and show you how we got to where we are here at the half. On 4th and 1, first quarter, Rummel decides to go for it just on the other side of the 50-yard line, but Damian Williams is stopped on the keeper. So then West Monroe will take over. Don Schow's looking on and tells his team to go for it. 4th and 3 inside the 40-yard line. In fact, at the Rummel 35, but Tyler Kane gets stopped. So we're still knotted up at 0 as we go to the second.
West Monroe on 3rd and 7. Paul Turner, the nice play fake. Tyler Kane gets it down toward the goal line on a 21-yard pickup, and then he finishes things off. Kane forcing his way into the end zone. The 1-yard touchdown point after is missed. It's 6-0. On 4th and 3, Turner hits Deion Fowler. It's a 6-yard pickup, moves the chains. Then Turner calls his own number. Paul Turner working his way inside the 10, but time is starting to run out. He spikes the ball to stop the clock, and Cody Hollis bangs home a 25-yard field goal. That's all the scoring. West Monroe has a 9-0 lead as we've hit halftime.
Paul Turner's running and passing has led to 29 touchdowns this season from West Monroe. He has his team up 9-0 at the break for the Class 5A state championship.
The year-end clearance sale is going on at Team Honda Used Cars, and the time to save is right now. Every vehicle has been clearance priced with over 100 certified Hondas to choose from. Save thousands during the year-end clearance sale going on right now at Team Honda on Segan and Team South on Airline.
'Twas the holiday season, and onto the streets, you could hear families shouting, "Mom, what's to eat?" But Mom didn't know. She hadn't the time to cook festive dinners on which they would dine. Get into the car. I know just the place. We're headed to Piccadilly. There's no time to waste. There's cranberry chicken, bread pudding as well, pumpkin pie, cheesecake, and ham. It's real swell. Because now at Piccadilly, it's holiday time. Get everyone's favorites starting at $4.99.
There for you and your guilty pleasures.
Your local State Farm agent is there for you. Call to start saving today.
They grow up fast.
test, but you'll always be there for them.
Okay, Dad, what is it?
Test, it's on mathematics or anatomy. And State Farm will be there for you.
Math?
With our Steer Clear program, teens learn safe driving and you get lower rates. Take it easy, honey. Take it easy.
Call your local State Farm agent for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt. That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Team Toyota, we want to add a little extra happy to your holidays. Get a new 2010 automatic Corolla for just $14,988 and get 0% financing for 60 months. It's the season of giving, and we're giving you great savings on new Corollas at Team Toyota.
Welcome back as we are at halftime of the Class 5A State Championship. West Monroe sitting on top of Rummel 9-0. Get you back for the second half from the Superdome in just a little while. But leading up to this game, we had a big 4A matchup with number 1 versus number 2 as Neville took on Franklinton.
This was an entertaining game. Franklinton coming in with that super high-powered offense had rolled through a number of opponents on its way to the Dome. And Neville, well, coming in and not sure what they'd get, but the first half was one thing. And the third quarter was something else. It was an entertaining game.
Neville got here by not throwing a pass against Lutcher, the number 3 seed, and winning 42-0 1 week ago. How about Taylor Birch in the first quarter? 55 yards on the keeper as he gets it down to the 30-yard line. The drive would stall. Here comes Matthew Squires in for the 46-yard field goal from the left hash, and it's wide left. So Neville can't take advantage of Birch's big run. Next play, Franklinton going for the little shuttle pass, but look, the pulling tackle gets in the way. The ball deflects off his helmet. Simpson-Stevenson with the interception. So Squires has another chance, this time from the opposite hash and from 30 yards out. And this one is pushed right. So Neville has 2 chances, and they don't convert on either one, both of them field goal attempts. That's okay. Coach telling them, hang in there. We're going to get our shot. After Franklinton goes 3 and out, 3rd and 4, Birch goes to Jeremy Runner, who gets it down to the 4-yard line. A couple plays later, it's Cedrico Pollard with the 3-yard touchdown. So finally, Neville converts. The 3rd time's a charm, and this one's good for 7. After 1, it's 7-0 Neville on top of Franklin.
And in the second quarter, Victor, Neville reaches deep into the playbook, a little flea flicker, and Taylor Birch up top for John Diarse. What a first half he has in particular. This a 58-yard touchdown. It's 14-0 Neville. Franklinton driving. Terrence McGee off of Vincent Wilson's hands and into the hands of John Diarse. He's doing it on both sides of the ball. And on 3rd and 14 from just backed up deep in their own territory, look at Diarse go up, grab it away from the defender, and he's gone. 96 yards. Diarse makes 3 catches in the game for 164, 2 touchdowns. It's 21-0. 4th and goal from the 13. McGee trying to buy time, but Reggie Wilson has it knocked away at the last second by Hagan Lawrence. And this one goes to halftime. Neville up 21-0.
Franklinton not used to getting punched in the mouth like that. Remember, they came in averaging almost 50 points a contest. 3rd quarter, Franklinton still struggling until Diarse is there with the man on the spot because Neville fumbles the punt. Or Diarse fumbles, it's recovered by Devonta Flowers. He can't advance the muff punt, but on the next play, Terrence McGee, 22 yards to Vincent Wilson. Paul called his name just a little moment ago. He's in the end zone, 22 yards out. It's 21-7. After Neville's drive stalls and they punt, it's Vincent Wilson again. Watch him cut back, avoid 1 tackle there, break through 4 Neville defenders there, and he's off to the races. 41 yards, he's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. As we head to the 4th quarter, it is now a 6-point game.
15 unanswered points makes it a ball game, but Matthew Squires gets one right through the uprights from 32 yards away, and it's a 9-point lead for Neville. And then Taylor Birch hits Eddie and Darius Levine It's a 4A state championship record for Taylor Birch. 305 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He ran for 92. Louisiana Tech is getting itself one heck of a quarterback. And it's a great night for Neville as they get their first state title since 1995. That was when they were still in 5A. This, their first ever at the 4A level.
Number 2 takes the 4A title, and number 2 in the 5A ranks is leading number 1 Rummel. West Monroe up 9-0. We'll be back for the second half in just a minute.
So I'm here at the Ford year-end sales event, chatting with my buddy Phil. He's what you call a Built Ford Tough expert. What do you got, Phil?
We got them all. Great deals on Ford F-150, Super Duty, any truck you need.
What makes them so great, Phil?
F-150 is best in class in towing and payload. Super Duty, name says it all.
Well, that's why they're the best-selling trucks for
32 straight years.
That's a long time.
Get F-150 with $4,500 cash back or Super Duty with $6,000 cash back or 0% APR for 5 years plus $1,000 bonus cash at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Cash fast? Gold Rush pays more for your unwanted gold than anyone else in the country, and they back up that promise with their big bounty guarantee. I'm Steve Wilkos. I know a good deal when I see one. If you have gold you don't want, this is the time to sell it. Gold Rush will top any offer by 20%, and you'll have your cash the very next day. There's only one company I trust with my gold, and that's Gold Rush.
Call 800-772-6600. That's 800-772-6600.
Healthcare alert. Daily registration limits set for all uninsured Americans. Announcing a national healthcare discount program. Everyone is accepted. According to the New York Times, no insurance leads to poor health. Don't put your health at risk. Register now for this national health care plan. Call for details and don't delay. Only 650 daily registrations accepted.
Call 800-967-9868 now. That's 800-967-9868.
That a fine program, but trying to get that elusive first state championship for him.
I heard him say, he told us earlier on CST, he didn't feel the pressure. That community would support the team whether they were 10-0 or 0-10, but it would sure feel nice to go back home with that championship. We're going to pick it up in the second half because both teams scored in the first half. Both teams missed extra points, so we're tied at 6 when we pick things up in the start of the third quarter. Eric Regis, the 58-yard touchdowns. Emmanuel Black, look at the speed. That's what South Plaquemines can beat you with because they're one of the fastest teams around, and he goes jetting in from 58 yards out. Again, without a good kicker, they go for 2. It's no good. So South Plaquemines up 12-6. Then Eric Hamilton gets the interception here for Haynesville. Gets back down to the 31-yard line. Great field position. On 4th and 10, DeMarcus Jackson to Pierre McGee. And McGee's going to take it 26 yards, and then you can add a few more on. He's about to get into the end zone. Touchdown-saving tackle there, but it's a horse collar. Half the distance to the goal line. On 2nd and goal, DJ Lewis, 3-yard touchdown. Again, the point after this time is good. And for the first time, Haynesville has the lead. The number 4 seed is up 13-12. Now, Mike Barthélemy gets sacked here. That's going to set up a good field position for Haynesville to take over, and they would. Pierre McGee, the 20-yard touchdown run, untouched up the middle. The point after here is no good, so it is just a 1-touchdown game. Later, Barthélemy, the fumble is recovered here by Haynesville, taking advantage of miscues by South Plaquemines. We go to the 4th. It's a 19-12 ball game.
On 3rd and 4, and with a state championship on the line, the football becomes a tough thing to hold on to. Pierre McGee fumbles, Jeffrey Espadron recovers, and the drive comes to an end. After Haynesville has a -2-yard punt, a snap then goes over Barthélemy's head, and Haynesville recovers, and a short field to play with. After South Plaquemines recovers a fumble, this is 4th down, time running out, and Eric Regis's pass is intercepted. Haynesville holds South Plaquemines to just 126 yards of total offense, wins the 1A title 1912, the first state championship for Haynesville head coach David Franklin, first for the school since his dad won it in 2000. You know, it's not for him, but it sure is nice for both he and Haynesville.
Proud of these kids. They played their tail off tonight against a very good football team. I told these kids we're not going to go into this and be intimidated. They came out and played hard all night long, and I'm as proud of them as I can be right now.
Your reaction when you won, though? You went down and your dad was there?
It's a great feeling. I had to wake up, and I was thanking my Lord and Savior for where He got me to, and just thankful for where we are.
So that's how the day got started with the excitement of the 1A game. Let's turn our focus back now to the second half of what we're about to see with West Monroe up on top 9-0 against Rummel. We told you going into the ball game, West Monroe's the type of team that can score a lot of points, averaging over 40 a game, while Rummel is a team that the most they've scored all season long was 26 points. Certainly their strength is on the defensive side. But, Paul, what does that lead when you're a team that's behind and your strength is on the defensive side?
Well, the team is not built to come back, so 9 points is a pretty deep hole. One would think they're going to need to force a turnover, ride that defense, create a short field, give themselves a situation, maybe even get a defensive touchdown, and they'd need to do that in the third quarter to have themselves in the ball game going to the fourth quarter. And of course, when talking about coaches and legends, Don Schau's at West Monroe, he's been there since 1989. There was virtually no history of football success until he took over. He's won 6 state titles, is looking for a 7th, and at the age of 69, some in Monroe are wondering if this might be it. Well, there's still a second half of football and 24 minutes to play. It may be it for him or not, but one of these teams it will be. West Monroe and Rummel. Rummel in for the first time ever has work to do in the second half.
Rummel has, 7 of the games were come from behind wins this season, and they have 11 fourth quarter victories. You talked about a big defensive play. If they can just get one, remember the semifinal game when they played in Lafayette in snowy conditions 1 week ago, they won that game 7-6 based on an interception return for a touchdown. So if Jay Roth can get his team to make maybe one big defensive play early, it can maybe give them a little more confidence to get them right back into this ball game.
I'd be surprised if with a 9-0 lead, West Monroe puts the ball in the air a lot. If they get a turnover, it may not be with an interception. Watch what happens at the line of scrimmage, as I would imagine West Monroe is going to try to pound the football, stay away from the sideline, start working the clock, and look for the strip. Look for the strip, because Rummel is undoubtedly going to have to force some kind of a turnover to get themselves back into this ball game.
It's been a full day of football here on CST, but for Paul and I, we're just getting started. As soon as we get done with the 5A game, stay right here, because CST tonight will turn into CST Sunday morning with a full recap not only of high school football, but we've got basketball to talk about, college and NBA, a Saints preview, and a big announcement in college football ranks.
You bet. The Heisman Trophy was awarded tonight. We'll hear from the undefeated Saints as they head to Atlanta.
Enjoy the second half, everybody.
Hi, everyone. This is Bob Licht, Hornets play-by-play announcer on CST, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Do you have an interest in dominating your fantasy football league? If you do, CST has the show for you. Every Friday night, Fantasy Football Extra will give you the tools you need to embarrass your friends. Get top matchups and weather reports. Get insight from the Fantasy Wizard. And get tips from our icon, Tips McGee. It's Fantasy Football Extra, and it's every Friday night. The pedal to the metal, Fridays on CST. Hit the red line and get up to speed with 3 Wide Life at 4 p.m. Pop the clutch and twist the throttle with 2 Extreme at 4:30. Everything you need to know about NASCAR is on Raceline at 5. And wrap it up with Chrome Tips and Throwback Whips on Steel Dreams at 5:30. The Automotive Block every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on CST.
This is Drew Brees, quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. My family and I would like to wish you all a happy and safe holiday season.
Tune in to CST the night of every Saints game for the best black and gold coverage you'll find on television. Join Victor Howell and Paul Crane live from the studio for Saints Tonight. Saints Tonight is the #1 place to get all your game highlights, plus a look ahead to next week's Saints game. And only CST can bring you exclusive Drew Brees interviews from Saints insider Mike Neighbors. So join us after every Saints game, only on CST.
If you want the inside scoop directly from me, watch my weekly press conference live on CST. Watch it the day after each game exclusively on CST.
Welcome back inside the Louisiana Superdome. We are at halftime. West Monroe leading over the Rummel Raiders 9-0, two of the best high school football teams in America, the halftime stats.
And a lot of defense played in that first half, and 150 total yards for West Monroe, only 47 yards of offense from Rummel. They'll have to get the offense going in the second half. They played pretty good defense, though. Time of possession in the favor of West Monroe, and Rummel will need to do a better job there of holding on to the football. Average yards per play, only 2.5 yards per play for Rummel. So it certainly has been a defensive first half, and third down conversions. Neither team doing very well in that category either. Let's go down to Eric Ritchie on the sidelines.
Guys, I spent the half in the locker room with West Monroe, and despite the fact they're up 9-0, adjustments can be seen here in the third quarter. Let's just say school was in session, and the offensive linemen were those guys that were getting schooled, coached up, if you will, because offensive coordinator Glenn Hunt was giving them more blocking schemes and really giving them more emphasis at point of attack. Afterwards, we talked to Coach Schaus. He was just kind of meandering around the locker room one by one, talking to some of his players. He came out to us and he said, bottom line, we got to turn up the Jets a little bit more speed and we can break some of these runs, but it all starts at the point of attack. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Eric. West Monroe will kick off, and Rummel will get the football to start the second half. We're so glad that you have joined us. 1 half to go. 5 state championship games, all live in HD on CST, and we have a half to go as the Rebels are set to kick off. Back with it comes Murphy as we get set to go to Kristen Oaks.
We're down here on the field with Mr. Rob Stewart, State Farm president, and State Farm has been a longtime supporter of the LHSA. You're also now giving money to donate to building a new LHSA building. Can you tell us a little bit how that process got started?
Sure. Commissioner Kenny Henderson approached me. It's probably been 4 or 5 months ago, and told me they were being in the process of building this new facility, and that they were having a fundraising campaign. And I told them that certainly, as involved as we've been in the LHSA 8 for the last 18 years, we certainly wanted to be a part of that. So our commitment to Kenny and our commitment to the student athletes of the state, we committed $60,000, which will pay out over a 3-year period of time.
Well, we appreciate your donation. And tonight, what team are you rooting for in this 5A championship?
I just have a little bit of prejudice for the West Monroe Rebels. My daughters go to school there, so I'm proud of the effort they put forth in the first half. Of course, Rummel's putting up a good fight too.
Well, thank you again for your contribution, and back to you in the booth, guys.
And certainly, if you're the president of State Farm and you sell State Farm in the New Orleans area, you want to give a little plug for Rummel also. And
sure you do. Foul on the defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
Well, this will help the Rummel Raiders. 15 yards on to West Monroe. A personal foul will bring the ball to the 41-yard line of the Rebels.
Non-shells.
We're just starting the third quarter with my broadcast partner, Rob Musemeche. I'm Dennis McCain. And the Raiders with good field position. Right now, they'll pick up a yard on the play, but that said is, once again, West Monroe comes in and does a good job on the inside. It was Brown with the football for Rummel, but he only got a yard. Bordeaux made the tackle. Lathan came up also for the Rebels to shut the action down. They stacked it up. Second down, 9 to go. Williams is in the game at quarterback, waiting for the snap at the 50-yard line, and he wants to throw it. Does a little hitch move, and the ball pops out of his hand. There's a pile
on top of it.
And no whistle. They'll unpile him. Look to the bottom of that pile and then say that the Rebels have the football. At the 50-yard line, a big hit by West Monroe and a turnover that will give them the ball at midfield.
So 10:47 to go in the third quarter. West Monroe with the lead and the football right at the midfield stripe. And that Rummel defense will have to step up big here.
Chase Gonzalez recovered the ball for the Rebels. And now the Rebels have it right at midfield. Option play. Keep it for Turner. Turner still going. They pull him down right now at the 40, but a big run by Turner as he scoots down the field. Randall finally got him, but Turner picked up a first down.
Turner, tough to bring down. He's kind of elusive when he gets out into space. Nearly a rolled up ankle there. Turner on the night, 12 rushes for 74 yards, 6 yards a carry. That's not a bad average. So we've got an injured Raider down on the field.
Randall finally wrapped him up.
CST tonight goes live after the 5A championship game. Don't miss the final wrap-up of the 2009 LHSA State Farm Prep Classic, followed by complete coverage of the weekend sports, including Saints Hornets College Football Bowl previews, college basketball highlights, scores, and more on CST tonight every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Central in high definition. We're available only on CST. And Dennis, want to take a moment. We got a minute to. My son Max has made it down to the Dome and found his way into a suite with Alan and Devin Sampson. Mandy Sampson works for us at Mushmack Photography, but they were rivals. One at St. Alphonsus, the other one at St. George, and they played twice this season. And unfortunately for Max, he got the upper hand. But the head coach of St. Alphonsus, Alan Sampson, is here, and he's studying all these games to put in all new plays. And the Dragons are in a heap of trouble next year because all the new offensive and defensive schemes that they're going to see, I got a feeling that the Hornets might get the upper hand.
Trying to get any
advantage you can get. You're right.
Here's the pitch that time to Tyler Kane, who goes to the 35-yard line. There's a flag on the field. Two flags.
Number 47, Helmstetter on the stop.
Must have a pretty good booster club there at St. Alphonsus to get the head coach and AD a suite down here to do some,
got a little money.
study.
Some good supporters. Helmstetter on the tackle. Holding is the call on West Monroe. That'll back the Rebels up. And march them back to about midfield, right where they started.
Whoa, is that
on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, still first down.
Still first down for the Rebels, but now it's going to be first down, 20 to go.
Was anyone paying attention to that face pass?
Turner is rolling to the left. Turner turns back around and he goes right up the middle of the field. Now cuts it to the outside, trying to break loose. He cannot. At the 46-yard line, a gain of 4, where Dunbar comes up and hits him. Second down now, 16 for the Rebels as Don Chowes looks on, and Jay Roth on the other side for Rummel. Raining outside, of course, dry inside the Louisiana Superdome as we play for the 5A championship of Louisiana. Good to have all of you tuned in wherever you're watching tonight around the Southeast and up through Arkansas and over into Texas. In the backfield, down goes Turner for a loss at the 49. It was Bertucci who was the first Raider to grab him.
So the Raider defense continues to play well. Third down now and about 20, maybe 21.
And O'Brien was also in for the Raiders. 3rd and 21. Raiders looking for a stop. The Rebels would like to pull off a big play right here and get a first down, or at least move closer with a chance to go for it on 4th down. Give it to Tyler Kane. Down he goes at the 47. The Rummel Raiders have held the West Monroe Rebels, and so West Monroe will punt it after O'Brien. Miles O'Brien comes up and covers up the ball carrier at the 47.
So 4th and 19.
Back deep for Rummel is Carvin Johnson. He's standing back at his 10-yard line. Johnson is watching the football. Now he picks it up at the 9. He's hit. His forward progress at the 9. That's where they'll play it, but there is a flag down. 38 yards on the punt. When we come back, it's Rummel football on CST.
Pedal to the Metal, Fridays on CST. Hit the red line and get up to speed with 3 Wide Life at 4 p.m. Pop the clutch and twist the throttle with 2 Extreme at 4:30. Everything you need to know about NASCAR is on Raceline at 5. And wrap it up with Chrome Tips and Throwback Whips on Steel Dreams at 5:30. The Automotive Blog every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on CST.
LSU women's basketball hits the court Sunday when they host the UNO Privateers at the PMAC. Tune in at 2 p.m. Central to see Allison Hightower and Van Chancellor lead the Lady Tigers, while the men join CST next Thursday as they host the visiting Nicholls State Colonels for a 7 p.m. tip in the PMAC. Catch LSU Tiger basketball this season right here on CST.
Well, after we sort it out, here's the situation. The ball's going to be brought back to midfield. And a penalty on the Rebels. That means that West Monroe will have to punt it again. And Johnson will once again back up for the Rummel Raiders. It's been a big weekend in New Orleans. 5 state championship games. We started yesterday afternoon at 5, and we're still going. This is our last game.
Well, and if you think that's a marathon on Christmas Day, you can wake up at 7 a.m. and at 10 p.m. that night, you'll still be watching Dennis McCain and myself as all 5 state championship games will go back to back to back to back. That's 4. To back one more time, that's 5. So exchange the gifts, eat some lunch, save some turkey, put it on bread later that night, watch all 5 state championship games in their entirety, if you can stand us for that long.
Watch the best high school football in America. Here's the punt. Johnson is moving over to catch it at the 20 to the 25. The Rebels pin him against the sideline. They knock him down at the 33-yard line. There's a flag on the field as we go to Eric Ritchie for our Crystal Hot Sauce sideline report.
Ryan McGee, junior cornerback for the Rummel Raiders, on the trainer's table right now in obvious pain. They've got the ice pack on the right knee. Heard it was an MCL injury. He is not expected back. We just hope the best for that young man. You hate to see big-time injuries like that in a game like this, but that's the word. Ryan McGee, possible MCL injury on his right knee, certainly out for this one. Fellas?
All right, thank you, Eric.
We got a block in the back. The receiving team, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Block in the back on the Raiders. That'll back it up to the 24. Well, Rummel needs to get something going. They trail 9-0 with 7:37 to go in the third quarter. Handed off on the inside to Brown to the 32. A nice gain on first down, a gain of 8. The Rebels stop it finally as Terrell Lathan came in to shut the action down and bobble up Brown. Nice gain on first down, though, almost a gain of 8. It'll be second down, a short 3. We have a Raider down on the ground. That's Brett Simpson. .706 to go.
Brett Simpson, 6-footer, 273-pound junior. It's physical out there, I'm gonna tell you.
We'll step aside for just a moment, and then we'll come back for more of the 5A state championship.
Pedal to the metal, Fridays on CST. Hit the red line and get up to speed with 3 Wide Life at 4 p.m. Pop the clutch and twist the throttle with 2 Extreme at 4:30. Everything you need to know about NASCAR is on Raceline at 5. And wrap it up with Chrome Tips and Throwback Whips on Steel Dreams at 5:30. The Automotive Block every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on CST.
Simpson is an 11th grader, 273 pounds. He's 6 feet tall. Let's see what happens.
Well, he gets rolled up on right here. See, a West Monroe player just rolls right up on his ankle, and that is about 99% of the time when a lineman gets hurt, that's how it's going to happen.
Brown with a spirited run across the 35 to the 36. That's a Rummel first down. First down Raiders at the 36.
Jay Roth been patient all year long. He knows it's at times been tough for his offense, but they've found a way to put enough points on the board to win 14 out of 14, and they're just patient.
Brown again. This time the Rebels do a better job. They grab him in the backfield, a loss of 3. The Rebels chase him down. It was Casallo who got him for a 3-yard loss. That'll make it second down and 13.
Want to congratulate Mr. Ingram from the Alabama Crimson Tide. Won the Heisman Trophy earlier today. Nick Saban's fine running back. They'll play the national championship.
Damian Williams throws the screen pass. And he hits the screen pass. Down the field it goes. A nice gain for Murphy. And the Rummel Raiders about 3 yards short of the first down. That'll set up a 3rd and 3. Rummel's done a good job of moving the football. Playing a little field position right now, but they'd like to get a first down and keep the drive going. At the 43-yard line, here come the Raiders. Way out to the right side goes J.J. Brown. Williams throws it, gets it to Jones. Jones is across the 45.
He got it.
He's to the 47. That's a Raider first down as they stop the clock to move the chains.
So the Raiders got a little something going here as we wind down the end of the third quarter. They trail at 9-0.
First down Raiders, here we go from their own 47-yard line. Big crowd in the Louisiana Superdome enjoying a good 5A championship game. Brown trying to get out there, he gets a good block. Brown's at the 45, there's a flag down though. He's at the 30, he's out of bounds, but there is a yellow flag on the field at midfield. He got a good block out there on the right side. At least I called it a good block. Maybe that was the penalty.
Well, then it wasn't a good block. The official at the end of the play. Oh, we got an official down. There's your block right there.
Blocking the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
The penalty nullifies.
I'd like to see that.
A nice run.
I'd like to see that one again. I thought you could hit somebody from the side. I could be wrong, but that was awfully close.
Throw it, catch it. Zimmerman has the football out near midfield. They get a lot of the yardage back there. They get it all back, and now they have it at the 50-yard line. Magu tackle for the Rebels. Second down, 7.
Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Brown's in the backfield with his quarterback Williams, who wants to throw it. Williams steps up, fires the football, tipped around and incomplete, trying to throw the ball to Jones, Terrence Jones. Number 23, Noel, was covering. He's a good-looking athlete, though, isn't he, Rob? Damian Williams.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a freshman.
Yep. Going to be a good one. He's going to be special.
Well, our crew's done an outstanding job. 5 state championship games, and they've worked a lot of hours, and we hope that all of you have enjoyed championship football, Louisiana style. Too high, a flag as Williams overthrows his intended receiver. The flag is right at the 49 and looks like a chop block coming against the Raiders.
Injured player on the field for West Monroe. Preliminary calls a chop block on Rummel. See if we can see something. Oh, yeah. Yep.
The injured Rebel is Chuck Hunter.
Well, he was engaged, and the other Rummel offensive lineman went low on him.
On the
and
offense,
that's against the rule.
15-yard penalty, still third down.
So the Rebels decide to take the penalty, 15 yards. That'll let them run third down over, but the Rebels are playing field position right here by taking the penalty and moving it back to the 35. That'll make it third down 22. Well, they start the play clock. And Rummel's still on the sideline. The game clock is stopped, but the play clock is all the way down to 7 seconds. Well, it's third down. They get the play over because West Monroe took the penalty.
And Jay Roth is involved in a clock dispute again.
The Rummel team was on the sideline, and they had already started that 25-second play clock, and so Rummel had to rush onto the field, and now a discussion.
Well, they're going to talk about it, and Jay. That's intensity right there.
Well, Rummel came in here as the #1 seed. #1 against #2, West Monroe, the 2 seed. Still an explanation to Jay Roth, and we've had a number of discussions concerning the clock.
So whether he liked what he heard or not, they're going to reset it for play. 3:24 to go. Game clock's going to reset to 25. Jay's going to drink a little water to cool off, and going to snap the football.
And now it's a third down and 22.
Now it's going to be third and 27. Motion going to be called on Rummel.
We're having a hard time getting started here.
False start on the offense.
False start on the offense will make it third down 27. A number of new Raiders hustle into the game. Brown and also J.J. Brown, #4. Terrence Jones, #23.
Here they come at the jailbreak.
Rebels, and they pick it off. Intercepted.
And that's the LSU commitment. Jordan Allen, we talked about in the pregame show, he's always around the football. And here it was a jailhouse break. Let him come for the screen, but Allen, not the guy that was supposed to catch it.
6'6", 265. The Rebels came with 2 waves. The first one and then the second one waiting for the screen pass. Allen picked it off. Good field position for West Monroe at the 21-yard line, already leading 9-0.
Wow, the Rummel, this is a must for the Rummel Raider defense here.
Baited the quarterback, and Allen picked it off.
Maybe a field goal you can give up, but certainly cannot give up a touchdown.
Paul Turner follows his parade to the right. To the 21. No gain on the play. Second down, still 10 to go for the Rebs. They're in white tonight, their white jerseys. Here's that old formation again as Paul Turner comes up under center. Handed to the first man to the 20 as we go to Kristen Oaks.
Well, if there's been a Cinderella story at this prep classic, it's been with the Rummel Raiders. Rummel is coming to the Dome for their first time ever, and I'm here on the field with Tommy Moran, principal of Rummel. Can you tell us, what does it feel like to be in the Dome for the very first time?
Well, you can see, when you look at the Dome tonight, to see all the alumni back, it's been tremendous. It's galvanized our whole school community. We had a couple of thousand people before the game in the Claiborne Club Lounge, and all week long, alumni coming back to school. It's been great. Members from the class of 66, 67 we talked with tonight, people from Jay Ross' year when he played football. It's just been a tremendous community building experience, and it puts a spotlight on our school like you couldn't believe. So you certainly see Raider pride alive and well tonight.
Well, how do you feel about the way your Raiders are playing tonight?
We've got to get it done in the fourth quarter, much like every game this year. We've done a great job winning the fourth quarter. As long as we keep this thing close, we'll have a chance here at the end, just like always.
Well, good luck to you. Back to you guys.
Right now, Rummel's fighting, but the Rebels are moving the football as Talton takes it down to the 8-yard line.
Well,
first and goal to go for the Rebels.
Talton has the Rebels in the Louisiana Machinery red zone. And a first down.
Turner up under center. He has a wide receiver. Out to the right. Pitch it to the right side. Fumble the football. He's in the end zone though before he fumbled. Tyler Kane was. Touchdown, West Monroe.
Oh, that was close. One more look at it. The hole opened up right there when he cut back. So the ball broke the plane.
Close, but a touchdown. The extra point in the air. The extra point is good. The Rebels have upped their lead. 16 for the young men from West Monroe. Nothing for the Rummel Raiders with 1:40 to go in the third quarter.
Still a two-score game, but certainly you'd have to have the two-point conversions both times for the Raiders.
The Rebels took advantage of the turnover, and they put it in the end zone after the interception. 16-0 Rebels. West Monroe looks very quick tonight.
Yeah, they do. They're a step quicker. You look at the micrograph scoring drive, 4 plays, 21 yards, 2 minutes and 36 seconds off the clock. Kane, the 8-yard touchdown run, his second of the night.
Benson will kick it off from the 40. This kick is short. Handed over to Johnson. Johnson to the 45. So good field position for the Rummel Raiders, and they need to get something going right here and answer that touchdown by West Monroe.
$1:33 to go in the third quarter, and it's time for this offense to make a little noise.
Well, Rummel all season long has found a way to win. That's what their principal, Thomas Moran Jr. was saying. They need to get it going right here from the 45-yard line. Back on offense, the Raiders. In red. To the right side it goes to Grayson. Back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Bordeaux tackling for the Rebels. The clock continues to tick away. Just a minute to go. It'll be under a minute when the Raiders center the ball in the third quarter. From the 45, second down, 10 is the situation. The screen pass set up, and this time pulled off very nicely as Murphy catches it. He's done that a couple of times tonight. Murphy hustles with the ball to the 46-yard line of West Monroe. That's about a yard short of the first down, so the clock will continue to run, but Williams set that one up very, very nicely. McFarland and Lay combined on the tackle.
Be the last play of the third quarter, barring a defensive penalty, or should be the last play, unless we have an incomplete pass.
Brown to the outside. He is short of the first down on the last play of the third quarter. We have played 3. McFarland, James McFarland, tackles Brown a yard short of the first down. 12 minutes to go in the 5A state championship game. We're coming back for the last 12 minutes. Rummel in West Monroe right now. Well, the Rebels are getting the best of it.
Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
What's going on? Who are you guys?
Well, sir, I'm going to pick you up at the DWI checkpoint for drunk driving.
And that's when I have to come down to get you out of jail.
Well, temporarily. I'm Judge Torres. They call him the Hammer. Hey, hot off the presses, champ.
I'm real proud of you, honey.
Way to make them happy back home, Captain. Who's that? That's your new buddy in jail.
Brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway.
Are you stuck in an adjustable rate mortgage, approaching foreclosure, bankruptcy, or are you just unable to make your current mortgage payments? You can now lower your monthly payment without refinancing, without closing costs or appraisal fees. A rate modification alert has been established to help all homeowners change the terms of their current home loan. Imagine saving hundreds of dollars monthly without incurring any closing costs. Call the toll-free number at the bottom of your screen to speak to a mortgage modification specialist. We are experts at working with you and your bank to lower your monthly mortgage payment. We've helped thousands of homeowners make their mortgages affordable again. Whether you're late on your mortgage, facing a rate adjustment, or even if you're current with your payments, we can help get your mortgage payments lowered. Take advantage of the current state of the economy and allow us to contact your lender on your behalf. Call the number on your screen for more information.
A play coming here, 4th down.
Let's take a look at the Gulf Coast Office Products third quarter stats. Doubled up the Rebels over the Raiders. Still just 91 yards of total offense through 3 quarters. Both these defenses have been outstanding.
The two lines, the offensive line and the defensive line, set to collide right here. 4th down, a half yard to go. Rummel moves. And that will cost the Raiders 5, I believe. Well, they're pointing over to the Rebels, and the officials are going to talk about it. So Rummel thinks the penalty's on West Monroe.
Well, it was the tight end that moved.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense.
So 5 yards, and now Rummel will change their mind with 5.5 yards to go for a first down, and the Raiders will punt it to the Rebels. In to kick the ball is Mark Rosiano. The Rebels send Tyler Kane back to his own 15-yard line to wait for the punt. Rosiano standing at his own 35. He'll punt it away. Step into it. Tyler Kane watches it bounce. and bounce, and then stop at the 14-yard line.
Well, if you don't think Jay Rolfe's not into this game. Fourth quarter brought to you by Town Place Suites by Marriott, a great place to stay. Town Suites by Marriott, Town Place Suites, a Marriott property.
Well, the Raiders need to stop them right here. The last thing they need is for West Monroe to pick up 4 or 5 first downs. 11:49 to go. The Rebels up to the line of scrimmage. They have one man out to the right. Other than that, they are in a tight formation. Turner fakes the pitch, throws it down the field, and it is no good. Looking to get it to Stone. It was open. Second down, 10. If you've never seen a football game at West Monroe, you're missing something. What a treat it is to see that intensity up in the northern part of the state. Paul Turner at the 13. Second down, 10. Turner fakes it in the same play. This time he'll keep it. Breaks the tackle, goes out to the 30. Turner's still going. Look out. He has a lot of green. Turner is going to take it to the house for West Monroe. Touchdown, Rebels.
Gone. When he cut back, there was nobody there. Too much speed. They got a shot at him over here. Does a good job of hiding the football in the half. They got a shot there, and they got a shot there, and right there. After that, it's over.
.22 for the Rebels now, nothing for Rummel. What a run by Paul Turner. Came back with the same play that he ran the play before. He threw an incomplete pass. This time, he kept it 86 yards on the run. The extra point is good.
One more
and
look.
Now the Rebels lead it 23-0. As we go out with Turner taking it to pay dirt.
Whether you're running for fun or for home, no matter if you're jumping for joy or for the gold, whether you do it for him or for the win, we'll be there. Tulane Institute of Sports Medicine. For the athlete in all of us. Call 1-877-SPORTY.
What's going on? Who are you guys? Well, sir, I'm going to pick you up at the DWI checkpoint for drunk driving.
And that's when I have to come down to get you out of jail.
Well, temporarily. I'm Judge Torres. They call him the Hammer. Hey, hot off the presses, champ.
I'm real proud of you, honey.
Way to make them happy back home, Captain.
Who's that?
That's your new buddy in jail.
Brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety.
Second quarter touchdown. And then Turner using his feet again towards the end of the half. Sets up the field goal, 9-0 at the half. And in the third quarter, the interception by the LSU recruit sets up this run for touchdown, and the Rebels extended the lead. And then just now, the quarterback Turner with a good hip fake. They had him hemmed in. They had a shot at him on the sidelines, but when he cut back, the cutback lane was wide open. Too much speed. And the Rebels lead it 23-0 with 11:22 to go in the third quarter.
Rebs looking for another state championship, and they're looking pretty good right now. From the 40-yard line, West Monroe will kick it off. Out of bounds, a penalty, and that will give Rummel nice field position, but trailing right now 23-0.
And a look at the micrographhairrestoration.com scoring drive. 2 plays, 86 yards, 27 seconds off the clock, and the 86-yard touchdown run by the quarterback.
At the 35-yard line, that's where Rummel will play it, and now.
And he is going to upset a fellow West Monroean in Willis Britton, who in 1998 took 179 yards. So that is the longest rushing play for a touchdown in a 5A final game since 1998 when Willis Britton did it, who played for West Monroe. So congratulations, Paul Turner.
Zimmerman was the intended receiver as Williams threw the football. Kyle Pistolata was covering for the Rebels. But Rummel now, they have to throw the football.
Yeah, they've got to throw it. And I was just about to say about West Monroe. In 2005, they won it 06, 7, 8, and 9. They didn't win it. This West Monroe team, as dominant a program as they've been in the state of Louisiana, none of these guys have ever experienced a state championship for West Monroe. Winning a state championship. They've played in them, but haven't won one.
Well, I say they have to throw it. They open it up the middle for 9 yards. That'll keep the clock running at 11 minutes. Wimberly made the tackle. 3rd down, 1 to go, but the clock is still ticking.
And for Rummel, first time ever, 46 years to play for a state championship. And like their principal said, it has galvanized the Rummel community. And that man right there has been Rummel all of his life. His father, Easton Roth, coached at Rummel, coached him at Rummel. And now Jay Dack at his alma mater. He's got him playing on the floor of the dome.
Williams airs one out. Too far for his intended receiver. Overthrown, but not a bad play for Rummel as they try to pick up something big to Murphy. So they'll come back and try to get the first down on 4th down. 4th and 1.
And some
for the Raiders.
Dejection setting in on the faces of the Raider fans as so far it's been too much Rebel. And they really, really need this first down.
4th down, 1 to go. The last time they had a short situation movement by Rummel. This time a pitch. And a first down up. Well, I don't know. Right at it. Right at the first down marker will depend on the spot. And it will go back to what you point out all the time, Rob. Is it a left foot or a right foot?
It's a right foot.
Official came in. First down, Rummel Raiders.
So the clock continues to run, and the Rummel Raiders continue the drive.
Just over 10 minutes to go now with Bob Bushnight, Dennis McCain. High school football in the state of Louisiana. And a pass coming to an open receiver at the 37-yard line. Complete for a big gain to Zimmerman, Russell Zimmerman. Magoo was covering, but Zimmerman was wide open as he got out there for 20 yards.
Got between the defenders. 1st and 10 for Rummel at the 35-yard line.
At the 35, the Rummel Raiders have something going right here, but they need to score and score very quickly. Handed in the middle for 4 yards. Brown
got about 4.
Noel And Casella stopped the action. They halted Brown after a gain of 4. Well, a good partnership between the Louisiana High School Athletic Association and CST. Teaming up to bring all of the championship games to homes from Virginia to Texas, all across Louisiana. And not only the championship games, but of course, we were somewhere every week of the season, either on a Thursday or a Friday night, and we have a flag on the field.
And I think we pretty much know who it's on. A personal foul against Rummel. That's going to back it up 15. It was right at the end of the play, and
after the play, we have a personal foul on the offense. 3rd down.
That just kept going, and that'll
well,
cost
the
you
incomplete
15.
pass there, and I think the lineman thought maybe his receiver had caught the football, and he just
trying to clean him out.
Just kept blocking.
At the 47.
I mean, the ball was behind him. He doesn't have eyes in the back of his head.
3rd down for Rummel. 3rd down, 22 to go. Way out to the right goes Brown as he hustles out that way. Incomplete on the pass from Williams. And now it's 4th down. Fourth and 22. Well, the Raiders look to the sideline to see what to do. Johnson comes into the game, number 1.
Yeah, and he's got some height. Maybe throw him something down the sidelines that he might be able to just go up and grab. He's certainly got a height advantage.
The freshman quarterback waiting for the direct snap. It's 4th down. They're going for it, but why not? Up in the air it goes. The jump ball at the 7-yard line. Incomplete, and it goes over to the West Monroe Rebels as we check in with Kristen Oakes.
Well, tonight's events wouldn't be possible without sponsors like the Marines. And we have with us Gunnery Sergeant Mr. Paul Pettit. Paul, can you tell us about the relationship of the Marines and the LHSA?
The United States Marine Corps has a partnership with LHSAA, and we support these championships when we come out here to support the teams that we represent. In addition, we held the Chin Up Challenge, and Rummel won the Chin Up Challenge with 378 pull-ups. I'd like to present this award to Mr. Moran from Rummel High School Principal. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Rummel, and thank you again for being such a great sponsor. Back to you guys.
Marines certainly a fine sponsor of the Athletic Association. They very visible at all state championship events, male and female, and I was 370, what was it? 376 short. I did 2.
Gave it a shot. Came up a little short.
But see, I didn't know it was a team thing. See, that's 378.
You could have got on a good team.
I could have got you and Ralph.
Then we'd have,
a couple of people from up in the booth.
And then we'd have done about 8.
And then you'd have done a half of 1, and Ralph would have done. I'd have given us 4.
The Rebels play it 2nd down. Pitch it out there to Tyler Kane as we go to Eric Ritchie.
Guys, you want to talk about a pep talk? Senior wide receiver Adrian Manning got a couple of them this week from a former teammate. You might remember him, DJ Banks. He was the MVP for West Monroe in last year's 5A state championship loss to Destrehan. DJ, now a freshman, just finished his freshman year at Tulane, called his buddy Adrian a couple times this week, and the message was to make sure he's ready to go, stay focused, and this is his time now, and to bring back a state championship back to West Monroe. And so far, he's making good on his promise. Fellas?
3rd down for the Rebels. Turner Turner's still going now. He sits down for a loss of 3, but he keeps the clock running. That's the main thing right now for West Monroe.
He's just so elusive that it's hard to bring him down, hard to catch him. He's good with his feet.
So the Rebels will punt it, and standing back at the 15-yard line is Carvin Johnson, 6'1", 190, and a senior. You know, he'd love to grab this one and get some daylight. Let's see what happens. The Rebels punt it. Johnson is grabbing it, and he's hit at the same time. Forward progress to the 16. A hard-charging West Monroe Rebel by the name of Ziegler. Josh Ziegler got there just after the ball did.
Perfect timing. 37-yard punt and 0 return.
37 yards on the punt and no return.
Well, they're calling their Rebels.
6:56 to go. Not impossible, but it doesn't look good for Rummel right now as they are backed up at their own 16-yard line. And once again, Williams goes back to get the right snap. The Rebels have yielded some yardage at times, but they don't break. And Noel makes the tackle, a gain of 9 yards on first down.
There you saw the defensive coordinator, Coach Aldridge. He's been there a long time with Don Showles running that defense.
Second down, 1 to go. Williams is in the game. They're going to get him ready for the future. He's a young Raider. The handoff is straight ahead. They get the first down, but there's a flag coming in. It was Hunter who stepped into the hole. To stop the run.
Another chop block on Rummel.
Well, the Raiders had it second down and 1, but not now. They'll have it second down, but they'll back them up.
Got chop block on the offense, half the distance to the goal, second down.
Well, half the distance to the goal goes back to the 13. That'll make it second down, 13 to go.
Coming up on 6 minutes to go in this one.
We have played halfway through the final quarter, 6 minutes to go. The last of 5 state championship games carried on CST in HD. Williams to the right side. Williams to throw it.
Fumbled it. Got back on top of it, though.
Actually, Cortozo in the game right now. Luke Cortozo that time. Tyson.
Ball just slipped out of his hands. He hit it on his thigh. Ball bounced right back to him, but another loss on the play. Third down now and about 20. 3rd and 19.
3rd and 19, the ball is spotted. At the 7-yard line, Cortoza's in the game and now up under center. Handed out to the right to Brown. Down goes Brown as a flag comes flying in.
Face mask.
Tyson. That's a name we've called a lot tonight. It's a name we've called for many years in West Monroe. Personal foul on West Monroe. That'll cost the Rebels 15 yards.
Third down.
He gave it a tug.
In high school football, Federation rules, a personal foul is not a first down.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask on the defense. 15 yards, still third down.
So it's still third down at the 20-yard line, but now they're a little closer. Third down and 6 for the Raiders. Cortoza is still in the game. Luke Cortoza, he's a junior. Waiting for the snap. Cortoza pitches it out. 2 yards short of the first down goes Terrence Jones.
Fourth down, and the punting unit onto the field for Rummel.
Noel on the tackle.
Raider band member.
That last touchdown just took the air out.
Yep.
Of the Raiders. Tyler Kane standing at his own 40-yard line. Just 4 minutes to go now in the 5A championship game, as West Monroe is looking to win another championship. Tyler Kane has a full head of speed down the sideline. He goes. A good move to the 20. Down he goes inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. 36 yards on the punt. To break we go. When we come back, West Monroe will have it at the 29, up 23-0.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
What's going on? Who are you guys? Well, sir, I'm going to pick you up at the DWI checkpoint for drunk driving.
And that's when I have to come down to get you out of jail.
Well, temporarily. I'm Judge Torres. They call him the Hammer. Hey, hot off the presses, champ.
I'm real proud of you, honey.
Way to make them happy back home, Captain.
Who's that?
That's your new buddy in jail.
Brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety.
Welcome back, everybody. 23-0 West Monroe. Just 3 minutes, 42 seconds away from another state championship.
Well, the last time they won it wasn't even in this building. It was in Shreveport. The state championships, did you see the quarterback Insminger scoring there? But the game was played in Shreveport. They beat Acadiana. The games were moved there due to the severe damage to the Louisiana Superdome from Hurricane Katrina. And you remember the weather up there, Mr. McCain?
How could I forget it?
The wind chills in single digits. We had snow flurries the first night. That was the only time that championship games have been played on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They actually played a game on Thursday night that year.
And that was the coldest night ever for a championship game in Louisiana. It was 28 degrees, but the wind was blowing about 30 miles.
Yeah, there at times wind chills were right at about zero, and we were cold. And unfortunately, a lot of people say, yeah, but you were in the press box, but we were in the unheated section of the press box.
I tell you what, it was cold, and it was cold for 3 days. West Monroe,
you and I
the
had actually
Rams
come over the day earlier from the Monroe area into Shreveport and had sleet down I-20.
Second down for the Rebels. They'll just pitch it out there to the right side. right now just keep the clock running down to 2:42 to go. Rebels getting some new players in the game. Tailback Dennis Gooden, 5'9", and a sophomore carried that.
Raider football team is certainly got something to be proud of. They've done something that no other Raider football team has ever done. And that man has a lot to do with it. He's got as solid a program as there is in the state of Louisiana, and they do it with class.
Throw it, the Rebels throw it over the middle to a big man who dives into the end zone. Touchdown, West Monroe. Connor Osborne came in the game to throw it, and he found tight end Ivan Manning for the touchdown. Let's see how he did it.
Well, it was wide open, and the big fellow rumbled in for the touchdown.
Touchdown Rebels, 29-0 as they finish off their win. Cody Hollis is in the game to kick the extra point. He nails it. The Rebels have an even 30 now. West Monroe 30, Rummel nothing for the 5A championship.
Well, don't change the channel, because up next is CST Tonight with a final wrap-up of the 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic, followed by complete coverage of the weekend sports, including Saints, Hornets, college football, bowl previews, college basketball highlights, scores, and more. CST Tonight every Saturday night in high def. We're available only on CST, and we'll be heading to the Louisiana Machinery Studios right after this for that Prep Classic wrap-up and much, much more in the world of sports today on CST Tonight.
Well, we want to thank Victor Howell and Paul Crane for the job they have done all weekend long. The Rebels win the 5A state championship. Boy, they live for football up in West Monroe.
One more look at your Micrograph hairrestoration.com scoring drive. 3 plays, 29 yards, and the touchdown pass to Manning, 25-yarder. 1:43 off the clock, and Connor Osborne, the Southport quarterback, pulled the trigger on it.
Here's the kickoff by West Monroe. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson's to the 38. Down he goes, maybe to the 39.
1:51 to go. And like I said, they've won a lot of state championships, but that group of Rebels have never experienced one. They've never won one, so it's a lot of excitement on that West Monroe sideline.
Well, I mentioned that they live for football. That whole town gets behind the program, and you know, we've attended their quarterback club meetings several times. They'll have a couple hundred people, and on a Friday afternoon before they play, they'll look at highlights from the game before and then preview the team that they're playing that night.
And what a beautiful facility they have on that campus. Half the colleges in America would die for the facilities that West Monroe has on campus. But you certainly have not heard the last of the Rummel Raiders. They're fine freshmen, and everything is in place for Rummel to make noise for a long, long time in 5A football.
Very young, especially on offense. And with the defense that they always put together at Rummel, they can put together an offense to go along with it. Look for them to be back again. Second down, 5.
They play such great defense, and it's a little odd that Jay Roth was such a great offensive player, a quarterback at Rummel, started there and then went on to play 3 years as a starter at Nicholls State, as we mentioned. But they've got a heck of a defense, and when they get the offense stirred up and get some of these young ones into the flow of it. We're going to be, it took them 46 years to get here. I'll bet you it doesn't take them 46 years to get back.
Well, they have some proud alumni. You run into them all over the state. We know a lot of them up in Baton Rouge, and they're all proud of their school, proud that they got here. And sometimes you just have to get there one time to get things going and look for the Raiders to be back in the future. The handoff is in the middle to a dancing Brown inside the 40 to the 38. About a yard short of the first down. The clock keeps ticking. 40 seconds for Shows in West Monroe before they officially are awarded the state championship trophy. Second down and about a yard to go. Clock at 15 seconds. Freshman still in at quarterback. That time the Rebels stop the ball carrier.
Well, that'll do it.
At the line of scrimmage. The clock ticks off the final 1 second. The West Monroe Rebels, champions in Louisiana in 5A as the Rebels win it 30-0 over the Rummel Raiders. Disappointment on the Rummel side. They had high hopes coming in here tonight. But a good game plan by the West Monroe Rebels. They kept the pressure on offensively and defensively. And they were just too much. Probably would have been too much for anybody tonight.
Well, let's take a look at the Nike play of the game. And, well, Paul Turner, this was fun to watch. And he got about right there, you knew it. And Paul Turner responsible for the Nike play of the game, a record-setting run. So his name will go into the classic record book. Paul Turner and his Rebels win title number 7 in 2009.
That run finished off the Raiders. We'll be back with all of the trophy presentations in just a moment. 30-0 West Monroe. Back to the Superdome in a minute.
What's going on? Who are you guys? Well, sir, I'm going to pick you up at the DWI checkpoint for drunk driving.
And that's when I have to come down to get you out of jail.
Well, temporarily. I'm Judge Torres. They call him the Hammer. Hey, hot off the presses, champ.
I'm real proud of you, honey.
Way to make them happy back home, Captain.
Who's that?
That's your new buddy in jail.
Brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety.
If you have a hard time walking and getting around in your house, you need a Hover-Round power chair. You'll be able to go to the mall, play with the grandkids, visit friends and family, and do all the things you've always loved to do. I'm Tom Cruise, inventor of the Hover-Round. Call us toll-free now to find out how you can get one.
At first, I thought I couldn't afford a power chair, but thanks to my Hover-Round team, it didn't cost me a penny.
9 out of 10 people got their Hover-Rounds for little or no cost last year. That's why the most important thing you can do right now is call us to see if a Hover-Round is right for you. Call now and find out how you can get a Hover-Round in your home right now. You'll receive a free information kit featuring a free video. You'll also get a certificate for a free in-home test drive. There's no cost and there's no obligation, so call today.
Calling Hover-Round is the best thing you can do.
Call 1-800-819-2824 for your free consultation, information kit, video, and test drive certificate. 1-800-819-2824.
The 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic on CST is being brought to you by Baden, Musemeche Photography, Talkin' T-Shirts, CST, Gatorade, Louisiana Machinery, MicrograftHairRestoration.com, and by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety.
We're back inside the Louisiana Superdome as we go to Mitch Small, who is on the PA for the trophy presentations.
LHSAA State Farm Class 5A State Runner-Up Trophy, Rummel High School. Head Coach Jay Roth, Principal Mr. Tommy Moran.
The Rummel Raiders.
For the Raiders this year as they go through the regular season undefeated, get here 14-0.
How about one more time for the Raiders, your 2009 state runner-up?
Kept it close for a while, but the offense just could not get it going, and the Raiders will be your Class 5A state finalist for 2009. Not what they wanted, but again, they've done something that no other Rummel football team has ever done. And when people now at Rummel talk about the championship team or the dome team,
Rummel High School,
this is the team they'll be talking about.
Media of this year's Prep Classic. Outstanding player for Rummel, #1, Carvin Johnson.
Carvin Johnson, the outstanding player for Rummel in this game, and he's an outstanding talent. Carvin Johnson. They'll be down for a while, but by the time the football banquet rolls around and they
Lexham official game
are able
ball.
to.
The game ball is sponsored by the Southern Quality Ford dealers. Game ball goes to head coach Don Schals, West Monroe High School.
Don Schals and #7 on the game balls for that fine coach from West Monroe. But what I was saying, by the time the football banquet from Rummel rolls around and they put the highlight tapes together,
David Moore of Hickson
they will
Autolex.
certainly look back on this season as a special one in Rummel football
The
history.
next award is the State Farm Outstanding Player Award for West Monroe High School, as selected by the working media of this year's Prep Classic. Outstanding player for West Monroe, #10, Paul Turner.
Well, Turner kept it going for West Monroe all night. That big run that he had just finished off Rummel, and he is the State Farm player of the game. 217 all-purpose yards and a rushing touchdown tonight for Paul Turner.
And Rob Stewart from State Farm, the big man at State Farm, will make the presentation to Paul Turner.
And the final award,
special night for him and all of his Rebels,
is the LHSAA State Farm Class 5A State Championship Trophy, West Monroe High School. Head coach Don Childs, principal Miss Sherry May.
West Monroe, the state champions in 5A in Louisiana. We've seen them in the championship game many times, and every time they played in the championship game, they've either won or it was a close game. Every single year they are competitive.
Well, they win their 7th state championship in 2009, 7th in 17 years, as they beat the Rummel Raiders here in the Louisiana Superdome.
Partner, it's been a lot of fun, and we want to thank our crew. What a great job they have done. Hours of high school football. We hope that all of you have enjoyed high school football Louisiana style. It started on at 5 o'clock on a Friday, and almost to midnight before we finish it up on a Saturday night. But a lot of football, and you can see all of the games once again on Christmas Day on CST and in HD. So the West Monroe Rebels will take a team picture. They'll put that one up by all of the others that they had.
By 6 other ones, yeah, you're right.
Well, they have some fine young men at that school, and also at Rummel, and high schools all over Louisiana, and we would know best because we travel all over the state.
There's not many of them we haven't seen, partner.
We've been to some small stadiums, some small towns, and we've done some big-time high school football in this state, and that's one thing that they all have in common. Very fine students, good principals, and school athletics part of academics because it keeps everybody interested in going to school. Well, let's throw it down now to Eric Ritchie. He has the Crystal Hot Sauce sideline report, and this time he has Don Shows.
5 games, 5 state champions, and right now we're talking to the 5th, Don Shows. Talk about this one, put it into perspective. Your first one since 05, a big one. I know you're 7th in 17 years.
Well, you know, it's a great thing that happened here tonight. We came in here together as a team, and we're going to leave as a team with fond memories. And, you know, it's such a shame that only one team tonight gets to leave the field feeling good about themselves. And Rummel definitely doesn't have anything to be ashamed of and not to feel good too. They had a great season. They were definitely a great opponent tonight, and you know what they said about them defensively is absolutely the truth. They are a good defensive football team, and but other than that, we played very well, and you know, I thought defensively we played about as good as we've been playing the last couple of weeks. And, you know, going into the game, I thought they would have a hard time scoring on us unless we gave them a short field. And be honest with you, I didn't know if we would score on them because after watching film on them, they are a well-coached football team. Coach Roth and his staff had done a great job with those guys, and we were very fortunate to get out of here tonight with a win.
Coach Shows, how good does this one feel inside with not only holding the game ball, a state championship, but with so many alumni and former players in the stands rooting you on?
Well, heck, they should be here. You know, West Monroe High School is a great, great team community. And, you know, our fans and all of our ex-players, they're still part of our programs, and they are part of our team. And as long as we stay together, these things can happen.
Coach, best of luck to you. Congratulations.
Thank you
well
very
done.
much.
Well
Appreciate
done.
it. Appreciate it.
A lot of his players said that they actually left their heart here in New Orleans last year after losing to Destrehan. Well, guess what? They picked it up and then a state championship along with it. Guys, it's been a pleasure. 5 games, 5 great games. Not a close one here in the 5th, but still fantastic football for 2 days here at the State Farm Prep Classic.
Thank you, Eric. Good job, my man. We want to thank Ralph Ladner, who helped us in the booth, and we want to thank all of our crew. Thank all of you for joining us for the 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic. That's a wrap from the Dome. But stay tuned for our post-game coverage on CST tonight with Victor Howell and Paul Crane, live from the Louisiana Machinery Studio. For Rob Mushmack, Eric Ritchie, and Kristen Oakes, I'm Dennis McCain. And once again, the final score in the Class 5A matchup, West Monroe 30, Rummel nothing from the Superdome. Good night, everybody.